me and I.
What was the one thing I did wrong in the sector?
She wants to know what did she do wrong.
She's going to talk over me and fuck up the whole show.
I got you, Photon. Keep your hand on that motherfucking mute button ready. Keep your hand on it.
Ray Triggs.
All right. There you go. Answer her question, Ray.
What's the question, Slander?
Okay, this weed's kicking my ass. She said what that was so wrong to the sector. My bad.
Never admitting her own faults, just like the other day.
Sorry.
We're having a conversation.
What was my fault?
Child, listen, it is going down over there at the Photonica, okay? Ray Triggs is over there ethering Stargate's ass, and it's crazy. It is a long time coming. We are going to listen in on the conversation, okay? I'm going to pull it back a little bit so y'all can hear this, and then we're going to go ahead and move it forward.
He's getting to a star. He's getting to.
Hold on, let me go back up.
Was it going to be a star?
So we have got to wait till Friday and tell me now how I disrespected you because I had an opinion.
Okay, everybody was there last night. I didn't even say nothing. Hold on. So let me ask you this. Brandon, because I ain't about to sit up here and scream and holler with a 50-year-old woman.
Let's go.
When I first came up here, you said Ray Triggs and Stargate fell out, right? Did you guys say that, Slander?
Tell me how I did. Tell me how I did.
If you would shut the fuck up and let other people talk on the panel, you would find out.
How you talk to the fucking people there?
God damn, you don't let nobody talk.
He's right though. That's exactly what she do. That's exactly what she do right there. She talk over everybody. You can never get 2 words in. She thinks screaming over you is somehow gonna make her right. Okay, so now she getting bodied by these niggas.
It's been years of this shit.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Grow the fuck up. You 50 years old. Grow up. Have a conversation. You can't do that shit. You can't do that shit because it's going to show how fucked up you are. It's going to show how wrong you are. So you do the shit that the weakness do, like smoking them. You just cut people off and scream and holler because you know the truth is going to hurt.
Y'all know I had to grab this conversation because Photon be taking shit down.
You would throw a rock at the
You can't have a conversation. You can't have a conversation. Because you know you're going to show. It's going to be shown that you're dead ass wrong.
Tell me the first time I
Jimmy.
disrespected you. Tell me the first time I disrespected you. How did I disrespect you the first fucking time since you've been feeling this way?
The same thing that you're doing right now. Anytime I get on a panel with you, you overtalk everybody and y'all don't even remember that lie because you know what I did when I tried to build a bridge with Star and Breaking? That shit went left. She did the same shit she did to Breaking to me. Screamed and hollered, fuck this, fuck that. It don't matter what you say to her, she gonna start screaming and hollering like a little ass child. The same shit she did last night on
You were answering the question.
Did you not say you wanted me to talk? Did you not say that? You can't shut up for 2 minutes. You can't shut up for 2 fucking minutes. That's your problem. You prove it to the sector right now why people are moving away from you, Jimmy. You can't have a conversation. You can't allow people to talk.
And unfortunately, people like Ray is just catching on to this because we've been seeing Stargate act like this. She's been acting like this with people. We've been bodying this bitch over
what
this.
comes out of my mouth, but you're gonna listen to that shit Friday. You're gonna listen to that shit Friday, don't you? You're gonna listen Friday. You don't gotta listen to me now. Listen on Friday.
You trying to influence the sector against me, bitch.
Listen on Friday. Slander, did you not say that I had an issue? Let me ask Slander.
She gonna cry in the car.
It ain't all about you, Star. Why did you feel that me and
Guys, we are going to give commentary on this when this is done, but we got to hear this shit.
why did you feel that me and Star had a falling out last night? Can we at least get that answer?
Tell me how to
Can
do
we
it.
allow somebody to answer that? Or is it going to be a Stargate show?
How did I
It's always about Star.
Star. Put the gun down. Put it down for 2 seconds. I brought it up because last night y'all did have a little bit of what's happening right now is what's pretty much happened last night. Now, not just extreme, but that's what happened last night.
Now, this is Slander explaining that to her, and she still don't hear him.
How did I disrespect him? And I didn't know he felt disrespected. So the fact that he's coming to you guys and telling y'all that, the fact it shows you how much of a bitch ass nigga he is. But he
I thought so
he
too.
don't want to talk to me. I asked you straight up, how did I disrespect you? And you don't have an answer. So now that you don't have an answer,
did you not hear what the man said? Somebody else gave you your answer, and you still won't listen.
Facts.
I'm not about to sit up here and try to help a 50-year-old woman understand basic fucking functions of life over and over again. I'm not binary. I'm not about to coddle you and try to get you to understand and explain shit to you over and over and over again. The man just told you. You don't get it. You're not smart enough to understand. That's a you problem, not me.
You're not telling me anything. You're not telling me anything.
I mean, did y'all just hear Slander God explain it to her? Ray Triggs was trying to explain to her for 10 minutes why he has a problem with her. This nigga told her why he has a problem with her, he has a problem with her, and she still is not catching on. This bird brain bitch is just.
You don't want me to talk.
You're not telling me anything.
What's up, Alan? Yeah, you know we back at it. You know I had to come grab this conversation because Photon be taking his shit down.
So maybe Anti will tell you, and then you'll finally fucking listen.
Like I told you, she doesn't ask me to do anything, but
that's
you
the only person you seem to listen to nowadays, and everybody sees it.
How did you ask me to do things for you?
Everybody sees it.
Have you not asked me to do shit for you? Yes or no? Because we already heard you. You admitted it. So because I didn't do it, you're mad. So now, again, how did I disrespect you?
Oh my God. See, this is why people get frustrated. I'm not doing this with you, Star. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again.
Ray Triggs, just to let y'all know and give y'all a little bit of background, Ray Triggs let her know that the reason why Propane went off on that ass and put out that diss track on her is because she disrespected him. She was on the panel with Binary, right? Talking shit and trolling. And because she was trolling, Propane went off on that ass. And that's all Ray Triggs is trying to tell her. And she can't take it when a nigga gives her pushback. That's all it is. It don't be somebody disrespecting her or anything. It's somebody giving her pushback and telling her where she went wrong, and she can't take that shit. And this is why she going off on Ray Triggs, as she does with anybody who disagrees with her.
And then
that's how pussy and soft these motherfuckers are around here.
I start talking, you're going to interrupt me. There's no conversation with you. I am not arguing with a 50-year-old woman.
You said, you tell me how I disrespected you. How did I disrespect you?
I told you, Slander just repeated it. Do you not understand?
You didn't say anything. All you said is I talk over people. I gave you an opportunity.
She don't listen because she too busy yelling.
You cut me off. You can't shut up.
You said that was nothing to say.
You don't even shut up long enough to listen to nobody.
I would be fucking quiet. How did I disrespect you?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Y'all know y'all sound like an old married couple.
Oh my God. It's never her fault though, so it is what it is.
She's never wrong.
Friday where I can speak without being interrupted.
She is never wrong.
Right now. Nobody can have a conversation with this woman.
I just asked you, and I was quiet. You didn't say anything. All you said is Stargate just talks over me.
And I ain't saying shit else. If folks don't want to talk to me, and Slander want to talk to me, I'll talk to them. I'll even talk to Mike. But you, that's a waste of damn time. I'm not talking Birdgate shit with you.
What did you say, Triggs? What did you say?
I'm good on you, Star. I'm good on you. If y'all got anything else for me, I will answer anything Photon want to say or Slander want to say, but I'm not doing this screaming and hollering with a 50-year-old woman that don't want to listen to shit. Fuck that.
Hey, brother love.
Sensitive ass bitch. Guess what? What did I do to disrespect you? I'm
Child.
fucking quiet. Talk.
Too late. Fuck it. Listen on
We're gonna
Friday
get into
and
it.
find out. I don't follow you.
You a bitch ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga.
You
You
listen
didn't
here
say
on
shit.
Friday.
You didn't
Anybody
say
else want to
shit.
ask me the
You
question?
didn't
I'll
answer
ask them.
my
I'm
question.
done.
Darrell in the chat said,
You know there's no
D. Darrell in the
fucking
chat, he said,
There's no fucking answer.
it's been unhappy endings lately.
You know it.
You'll find out the answer on Friday when I won't get interrupted.
You know it.
Yeah, so you got to go to your own panel and talk about her, because she'll interrupt you the whole time.
And he's fucking mad because Star had a fucking opinion about what he's had to say about pro-parenting. Like I said,
Oh my God.
That wasn't no opinion. Y'all niggas was talking shit. Period.
Nigga, and I did
Like y'all always do.
All I did was ask him a question.
And that nigga ethered your
I'm
ass.
gonna explain what happened on Friday because I know what the real deal is. You easily manipulated. That's what weak-minded people get this way all the time. She got the right one with me.
How come you're not you're distracted?
What's up, West Bank? They on there right now.
Ask everybody else that manipulated your ass.
They on there right now. I'm just catching the show.
You, what did I do to disrespect you?
Because Photon takes shit down.
Over people. I didn't do that to you. I was actually quiet, waiting for you to respond. You said there was nothing else to talk about if you didn't feel like I disrespected you. That was your response. So you never said I did anything to you. So again,
Abuse.
I am calm. What did I do to disrespect you? Answer the question.
And
how many times you got to answer that
shit
question?
Because I tried to have a conversation with you 10 minutes ago, and you didn't want to do that. So fuck you and fuck your question. I'll answer it on Friday. Now, if Photon got something to ask me, or Slander got something to ask me, I will answer them. I'm done with you.
We all know.
I'm done with you.
We all know
you understand that?
You
understand? Did that comprehend in your brain?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
God is trying to manipulate me to do things, but when you ask me to do shit, that's the problem. You can control me. Miss Bengali never.
Y'all got anything else for me?
That Miss Bengali shit is too funny. The same Miss.
Too old for this shit.
The same Miss Fingali that put dildos on her mouth in a picture, right? That same Mrs. Fingali.
Fucking Jimmy Gate. Fuck that.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of my loungers don't know how.
How old are you, Triggs?
So a lot of my loungers don't know how to get to Photon's channel also. So sometimes I will catch his shows just to show y'all if it's important enough or if it's something that's interesting.
Mature, you mean mentally or physically? I'm
how old are you?
Photon DNA.
Probably.
How old are you?
God damn. I don't act like a 13-year-old
It's on
child.
Photon.
How old are you?
What you got, Photon?
No. So the fact that you're going to sit up here and act like a child, but then when you sit up here and act like a child across the sector, and nobody
or Stargate gonna be able to convince Breaking to pull up that receipt? Because I mean, you can explain it, she can explain it, but us as the viewer, we may have to watch.
Right. And you know, I'm like you. I'm a visual person. I got all that covered. I'll cover it on Friday. Where I'm not interrupted and screaming all of that like a fucking child.
I was quiet, but you don't want to answer.
Oh well, answer. Be an adult from the beginning, and you can get an answer.
You're not being an adult now. You're not being an adult now. This is why
people stop having conversations with you on panels. Now I'm done. I agree with them. I'm done with you. I don't gotta answer shit you got to say.
Because you don't have the
watch the fucking replay.
Because you don't have the answer.
I got all the answers in the second.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So Star again has not grasped the fact that just because she says something doesn't mean it's fact. Okay, people do not have to argue back and forth with her. We're willing to talk to you and have conversation. But if you want to argue and over talk me, bitch, I can hang up from you and go talk on my own show, you know, and get paid for that and not be interrupted. Like, this is the part she doesn't understand. At 50 years old, she don't get it. And yes, y'all, this bitch is almost 50.
When has Stargate ever admitted to being wrong about anything?
What have I been wrong about? Bitch, like I said from the fucking day one, tell me what I've been wrong about. Give me one example I've been
Mikey
wrong
said
about.
these nuts.
I really did. I needed that. I'm back now. Appreciate that, Mike.
So, give me an example where I've been wrong about anything.
Full-time, what else you got for me, sir?
This bitch really thinks she's never been wrong about anything.
Now, what you're doing is you're creating narratives, and you don't want to give any receipts for it, even by your own words.
Full-time, I can't hear you because there's a lot of screaming and hollering in the background. Did you?
I'm actually not screaming at you. I asked you, what did I do wrong?
He's not speaking to you.
Photon, are you allowing him not to speak? So you allowing him to be a soft person?
I'm not allowing him anything. That's what he said.
How does he have control over another man?
If he's bad, if he wants to be like, if he wants to prove that he's more mature than me, answer the question. What did I do wrong?
I've been more mature than you on this whole panel the whole time. Just because you can finally calm down and now you want to act like an adult, I'm supposed to follow stuff that and fuck you, and I will answer. I done repeated myself over and over again. I don't know why you don't get this shit through your bird brain. I do not have anything else to say to you, Star.
Sure did.
I'm done with you, Star. I don't have nothing else to say to you directly.
AAS compared her to a garbage pail kid and called her Stargate. Okay, remember that? Mrs. Svengali?
He want to ask me some questions. I will answer him. But your ass need to shut the fuck up and allow the host to ask his questions instead of running his damn show. And I will.
What did I do? What was wrong? You're mad because I do everything correctly.
Ray Triggs.
Hey, let me see your transcript. Appreciate you being in the building. You said, hey, Black Lounge, the beautiful Bernice, what you gonna do about it? Stephanie Collins, Butter Love, and West Bank. Appreciate you being here. Let me see your transcript.
Tell me one thing I've done wrong.
What else you got for me, folks?
He said these nuts.
What have I done wrong?
I'm speechless. You kind of sounds like she's gotten you triggered. I've never heard you.
I'm good, man.
Facts, child. That's exactly why you got to come and take their conversation. They'll act like this conversation never happened.
You a weak ass bitch ass nigga.
I'll be a weak ass. What you got, full time? She said everything I needed to hear.
Hey, Keeper. I appreciate you being in the building.
Because you was trying to put ties
I can't hear you. All I hear is chirp, 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 chirp. I can't hear you.
Oh, now I'm a bird. Okay, so why you didn't answer the question?
You a bird,
so
bitch.
Intelligent. You so mature. Answer the question.
For the 11th time, Star, I am not talking to you. I am not answering any of your questions. I don't have shit to say to you. I will answer and say everything.
We've been on for 18 minutes, y'all, and she has been asking him that same question for the past 18 fucking minutes, and they've been answering her question, and she just goes around and around and around and around in circles. Like, where is Binary at? Like, how come he ain't up here helping her? How come he not texting her and telling her, like, honey, I'm gonna need you to go on to the next conversation or the next question or something? Like, what's going on right now?
I'll talk to him for you. Ask me and I'll ask him.
Okay, Gator girl. We're gonna get into that too, honey. Yes. Yes, ma'am. He is going to learn to stay out of women's business. And he wouldn't be in this situation right now. You're absolutely right. We're going to talk about that too.
There you go. Answer her question, Ray.
What's the question, Slander?
Okay, this week's kicking my ass. She said, what did you say that was so wrong to the sector? My bad.
Never admitting her own faults, just like the other day.
Slander God.
You know what I'm saying?
What was my fault?
He's getting to it. One at a time. I got you. I held you down in that corner. I hold you down in this.
With this shit.
What's the example? Slander God. What's the example?
Okay. Ray, she would like an example.
The thing with propane was her and Binary's fault. It is what it is.
How is it my fault?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm done. I'm starting to feel like T. Pre up here. I get you. I understand. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You good, Ray? You good, Ray?
Oh my God! You don't allow nobody to answer, Jimmy.
What's up, Divide 7? I appreciate you being in the building.
Triggs.
Yes, sir.
She got a squad. How are you going to react when her squad gets news that you're bringing their?
Hold on. Photon. Her squad is anti-Afro Svengali and breaking the culture of dungeons. Okay, that is not a good squad. Okay, I mean, have you checked her squad lately? I mean, one of them is abandoning her kids. The other one is a crazy therapist that you can't get in touch with. Like this, I mean, no, this is not a good squad. Okay, I'm just saying.
Her supporters.
I'm just saying.
Do you think you're going to be dividing her supporters? Because many of her supporters are or were, your supporters. Are you going to stop or have to take some of those intros down now because you might have lost a few and gained some new haters?
Yo, Photonica having me cracking the fuck up.
Stargate.
No, it don't matter to me, Photon. This ain't my real life. This ain't what I make money off of. But what I'm not going to do is if I have a difference of opinion than somebody else, I'm not gonna act like that opinion is not different.
Now, about this.
Say it again, Slander.
I said people already got live scheduled about this. Y'all doing great. Rock out.
But this is the thing.
So I never got my question answered because
we in the building, y'all.
You said it was my
we going over the
fault.
conversation. I know it ends in a couple minutes, and then we're gonna do our commentary. What's up, LB?
I asked a question about him making fun of something Lennon did. So how is asking a question about him doing something that Lennon did, and Propane said he don't feel like he owe anybody any answers to why he needs the money. How is that okay? Slander, can you please translate the Triggs for me?
Slander. This is the thing. I hope I can finish talking without getting interrupted.
We're going to wrap this up in 30 minutes, but so we'll have to be able to wrap it up in 30
minutes. And I'm going to be in full detail on Friday. It had nothing to do with what Star said about the Lennon. She said that shit about Lennon last week. She said that before Friday, correct? She said that on the Binary Show prior to that.
I said it during the show.
Let me finish. Let me speak.
No, listen.
You're talking over me.
Actually admire me for if I have to interject if you're telling something a lie.
Folks, I appreciate you having me up here, sir. I'm glad we was able to build a
the fact that I gotta talk to another dude shows how immature you are. You just think when you're wrong. So, like I said,
don't even let nobody talk. I'm done with you. I'm done. We're going to prove this shit. We're going to prove this shit on Friday.
You know what?
Prove it on Friday. Because nobody can have a conversation with you on the panel.
You don't pass it.
Piano killer, Jimmy.
Try to do videos.
Piano killer, Jimmy.
You're that's all you're going to do. You're going to try to do videos.
I appreciate your time. I'm not arguing with 50-year-old children no more.
Okay. I'm giving you the opportunity to be mature.
Not the 50-year-old children.
Opportunity to be mature.
Okay, we're going to get into it. Let me see your transfer. We're going to get into all of this.
Kiss my ass back. It is what it is. This is where we at. This is where we at now. It is what it is. You just lost yet another person that had your back, Star.
No, you did not have my back. You pretended to have my back. You pretended.
Don't this sound familiar? Everybody pretends with her.
Let's get that clear.
T-Pre pretended too.
I didn't do a lot of things.
Always in straight victim mode. They got the right one to manipulate.
Because you could do a lot of things that you actually do behind the scenes. So let's get that straight. You can't answer questions. You want to act like you're more mature.
You don't allow nobody to answer questions, Star.
Okay, so I interrupt you and you said something false.
As soon as I start talking, you interrupt.
Hey, relationship nursing. I appreciate you being in the building. Shout out to you. Hey, TMK. Appreciate you being in the building. I'm never wrong. God damn it. Okay. Well, we're going to get into that narcissistic bitch in just a second.
Nobody can talk being around you. Even your own co-host can't talk when you're around. That's why Binary started doing shows early before you even get up on the goddamn panel. Because you be killing the fucking show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Facts, Ray.
You was around here trying to sneak this me behind
Facts,
my fucking
Ray.
back, but when I approached you, you ain't got shit to say. You just like Nikki. You just like Carrie. You just like T-Free. You go.
Keep naming them, Star. Keep naming them, Star. It's more than that, right?
It's more than them.
If that's
Keep naming everybody.
You fall out with everybody. You fall out with everybody.
You missed like
Jimmy.
50 people.
You fall out with everybody, Jimmy.
Yeah, this is bad.
Question, bitch, and you refuse to
The
answer.
thing is, that show, Slender, that show was my idea. That show was my idea. I reached out to fucking Propane. I reached out to Propane. Breaking Rope reached out to Stargate. We was trying to mend that fucking bridge. You can't mend no bridges with this crazy ass Jimmy character.
Y'all finally get it.
She proving my point right now.
Bitch ass nigga, go and fucking
Yup.
My point right now.
All the time.
peace. Go and fucking peace.
I already told you that.
She even sound like
I'm
Red
done
G
with you.
talking about going
I'm
peace.
done with you. This ain't the Stargate that I used to like.
You got to ask
Fuck
questions.
this shit.
You gotta get somebody up.
Fuck this shit.
You don't want to answer the good
Fuck
questions.
these AFW fucking victims, man.
You
Fuck
never
that.
answer the fucking question because you a soft bitch ass nigga. Go in peace, bitch ass nigga. Go in peace. Get
You
the
know
fuck
what?
up.
Why, if I'm so soft and I'm such a bitch ass nigga, why you won't let the bitch ass nigga talk? Why you won't let the bitch ass nigga talk? Because you scared of what I'm gonna say.
Girl, she been burnt that bridge down. I don't know where you been at,
What the
but
fuck
yeah.
bitch ass nigga gonna say?
She been burnt that one down.
50-year-old child.
You pop
So fuck the
ass
hoe.
nigga because you are bitch ass. Go in peace. Go in peace, nigga. Go in peace.
You don't even realize how much you losing. Every fucking time you jump on these, you losing more and more support. Now I ain't even gonna say no names. But you already know, and y'all know.
You think you're gonna divide
This
the
is
sector?
exactly why people are getting away from your ass.
Go and fucking
What you
peace.
say, folks?
Hey, Clark.
Do you think this new kerfuffle with Stargate's gonna divide the sector? Because
No,
you're cool
no.
with, she's cool with. Y'all
No,
on the same
who is cool? Let me ask you this, Photon. Who is cool with Stargate other than Binary and Identity right now at this moment?
Facts and breaking.
Who else is cool with Stargate? She just fell out with me. She just fell out with Propane.
I didn't follow
Who
with
else
you,
is-
bitch. You got in your bitch
Well,
ass
yeah, you too,
ass
Slander.
nerves because you couldn't control me. You
But there's
decided to
more
cut
people
ties,
fall.
bitch.
I'll say it like this: there's more people falling out with Stargate.
I didn't
I'm
follow
sorry.
with you,
There's
bitch.
more people
didn't
falling
follow
out with
with you,
Jimmy Gates
bitch.
than it is that was there to support Jimmy Gates. And I was one of the biggest fucking Stargate supporters.
And he was.
I asked you a question.
I was one of the biggest Stargate supporters in the Chambers. And everybody
You
know that shit.
immature, sensitive, bitch ass nigga. You immature,
Everybody know that
sensitive,
shit.
bitch.
Everybody's sensitive and bitch ass when they got a difference of opinion than you.
I don't know. I think Ray might be going live. If he does, I'm gonna go over there.
Now they a bitch ass nigga bitch. Every time somebody disagree with you, now they a bitch ass nigga bitch. Whatever.
You ain't got to know me,
Whatever. You
bitch.
can't-
Okay,
you can't talk like
that's
this,
the
dog.
part this 50-year-old doesn't get.
You don't want
I know. That's the problem. You never do shit, Star. You never do shit.
Bernice.
I'm gonna show what you did on Friday. I'm gonna show it what you did on Friday. Fuck that. Sides gotta be picked. I pick Propane side over this bullshit because I know Propane is a good motherfucker.
This bitch literally stopped work to go on that panel and talk shit.
Your ass got manipulated into not like you easy to manipulate.
You got the P when he tried to clap back when Teresa got on him, and then you was like, Teresa
Yep,
got on
because
him.
Teresa is a good person. Teresa, I support all of the good people that support me. Teresa is a good person. Propane is a good person. You, unfortunately, are not a good person anymore.
Yes,
You're Jimmy Gates.
agreed.
You gotta be
Bitch,
Stargate.
I agree, TMK. We about to get into all of
The
this.
only person believe that is you.
Hey, Teresa Jackson, child, we about to get into all of it.
That shit is you.
Ray Triggs and Stargate done fell out.
You losing people that actually supported you left and right. Maybe I'll do a list of the motherfuckers that don't fuck with you anymore.
You like to sneak
And
this
the
behind
problem is you don't even know about the chat people that don't fuck with you no more.
Okay, she don't know. She don't get it.
That don't fuck with her no more. And she know it.
Propane.
It's funny because there's so many people that don't fuck with her no more. She don't realize it because she just running around from place to place and place to place and don't pay attention. Like that's what it is. She's not paying attention to her surroundings. She's not reading the room. That's what's happening.
That's why she don't go live no more, because that shit is start showing.
I didn't even diss that nigga.
That's
He
why
didn't
it's
have
a bunch of cloud watchers now when nobody's talking no more.
I didn't diss that nigga.
They didn't see the show. They don't want to be a part of the show no
You
more.
want to coddle these bitch ass niggas that you do you, boo boo. You do you.
What else you got for me?
Boo-boo.
Boo boo. Ain't that
The
some
boo
shit?
boo.
Sound like you've been holding all this in, Ray Triggs, for a while.
Absolutely. He been trying to
Come on, Photon.
I ain't got no problem.
Y'all know Photon be fucking trolling the shit out of
You
motherfuckers,
been
man.
had a problem.
And she's wrong on this
All that shit that you
She's
tried to
wrong
create
on this
between me, Teresa, and Redbone, bitch, you been trying to come at me.
I tried to do what with Teresa and Redbone?
Listen, I saw you trying to rile Teresa up, acting like I came for her, and you know I did not.
What?
I
You
riled
know I did not come for
Teresa is her own motherfucking person. Teresa
And you
stopped fucking with you before I did.
Facts.
Wait,
Teresa stopped fucking with you.
My
before
opinion,
I did.
stop fucking with her before Ray Triggs.
Teresa came on my panel and actually said that she loved me the last time I did a fucking live. So what you got to say now?
And Redbone
You're right,
did
you're
not
right,
fucking
Star.
with you
You're right.
and breaking the culture.
So like I
Teresa
said,
got no love for Stargate?
Shout out to Redbone.
No, Teresa made up with Stargate now.
Me and
But
Teresa.
don't nobody act like Teresa said that she didn't want to be over there no more.
Between me and Teresa, and it failed,
my
nigga.
God.
So fuck you,
It's
bitch.
always somebody else. It's never your fault,
Girl.
Star. It's always somebody else's fault. It's my fault. I did it from your chat, man. I did it from your chat. Well, guess what? You don't got to worry about that shit no more, huh? You don't got to worry about that no more. I'm not there.
Something that
I'm
I
not
did.
there.
What did I do wrong? What did I do
He
wrong?
did. And that's what he
Give me an example.
hold on, we'll get into it
I've
in a
been
second.
giving you
We'll get into it
examples
in
the
a
whole
second.
time as soon as I speak.
You said
See
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
before.
I'm done. I ain't arguing with 50-year-old children. I'm done.
You know
I
that's
see it now. That shit hit different when it happens to you. You really can't have a conversation with this woman.
Oh, yes, it does. It hits so different when it's happening to you. Everybody got a lot to say until this bitch comes for you. When you got to be on a panel talking with this bitch. What's up, Slander? When you got to be on a panel going back and forth with this bitch, that's when you see the bullshit that you got to deal with her.
You cannot have a conversation with this woman.
But y'all had a lot of pushback for us females. A whole lot of pushback. But we're going to go ahead and let y'all rock out.
You a question straight up. I don't want to talk to you, son. I don't want to, because I'm going to beat your ass up there and sleep with
She sound like a 2-year-old.
I'm gonna talk about it on Friday.
You being an ageist.
No, I apologize. I ain't trying to be an ageist. I
Ooh,
just
child,
can't
yes.
believe that I'm
It's crab
arguing and
season,
she's
too.
this age, but she's not acting.
How old are you?
It's a
We
good
both
time for
adults.
good
We
crabs
both
and
adults.
loaded
It's
fries,
crazy.
crab fries and shit like
You
that.
don't respect how old I am, but how old are you?
Aren't we too old to scream and holler on a panel?
I asked you a question.
And I said, aren't we? And I answered you. I don't got to answer shit that you want me to say.
Girl.
What the fuck you don't understand about that?
So do you
The
turn
50-year-old children
information that I put out there openly to the second because I don't have nothing to hide. You obviously
Stargate, you're not even 50. I don't even know how old you are. You're not even, I'm saying 50. You're not even 50. Stop it.
And the fact that you doing the bullshit you're doing because you don't want to show your face.
You took the bait all the way down to the victim.
You don't want to tell
That's why AAS fuck with her,
ashamed
because
about
she's
who
a
I am.
victim.
But the fact that you tried to use information that everybody knows about me to try to tear me down shows how much of a bitch ass
Facts.
nigga you are, bitch.
I'm a bitch ass nigga too. Everybody's a bitch ass nigga that disagrees with you, sir.
Thank you, Ray.
Everybody is a bitch ass nigga that disagrees with you.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
Ray.
talk about it clearly, like an
Facts,
adult
Ray.
on my channel.
See that Stargate?
About why you disagree.
What up, co-fam? You better get your girl, man. Your girl getting bodied. Your girl getting bodied, co-fam.
About some bitch ass niggas and some nigga bitches not supporting me.
Why are you still talking to me? There we go with that nigga bitch. You see that shit?
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
Real bitches out here.
Why the fuck does she think it's okay to use those words? I'm glad we got this on recording, right? Why does this bitch think it's okay to call us nigger bitches? Why can't we just be bitches? Why can't we just be low-class bitches? Why do we gotta be nigger bitches? And you wonder why us black women are pushing back on bitches like this. I don't feel sorry about calling her a bitch and calling her a narcissistic bitch, even if I did attempt to make peace with her, just simply because I don't want to fight back and forth with this bitch. But at the same time, why is it okay? Nobody pushes back on her for calling us nigger bitches. Do you hear what the fuck is coming out this bitch's mouth? Let's continue. But shout out to Ray for ethering this bitch over that.
And the real niggas up here,
the real AFWs, you got that support, Star. Good for you. You turned your back on the whole sector for that fake ass support. Good choice, Star. Good choice, Star.
I got the good people. I got the high
Good choice, Star.
I got the high class people on my
did.
side.
There you go. You sure do, Star. And I'm not one of them no more. I'm fine with that.
No, because you a bitch ass nigga.
I'm a bitch ass nigger bitch, right?
What up? That's my bike punk. I ain't seen you in a long time around here.
I got you.
You absolutely fucking are. And we found out because you admitted to the second
hard
that you tried to get me to do shit that I didn't want to do for your fucking ass.
Okay.
So you tried to control me and you're projecting on Miss Bengali. Miss Bengali never asked me to do shit.
Me too. I've been missing those lives too.
Star. It's all
You're a
good.
bitch ass nigga.
I'll be a bitch ass nigga. Full-time, you got anything else for me? I'm gonna do a show on Friday about this shit.
I'm hearing different views on what happened last night. It's just crazy.
I was going to talk about that. That's my bike punk. We're going to get into that in just a
and
second.
I bet you the ones that's on her
It was
side is
slander.
the
It
AFW
was.
anti-motherfuckers that's manipulated.
I yell at you last night. You triggered and you're bringing out all this stuff. It seemed
Black,
like that you had.
black
Hey,
nigger
Slander,
bitches.
did you not say that
Black
we fell
nigger
out
bitches.
last night?
And this is somebody who is a biracial. We're going to get into it. I'm not saying all biracials. I have a biracial nephew, so it's not all biracials.
I don't even know what she's saying. Good. Let me say this. If she, because this is what started.
Hey, that's my boy.
She's gonna start bringing. I hope she's
What's up, Knowledge?
so I can actually talk.
Cloudy, Jimmy.
What is wrong with her mic?
I don't know what she's saying full time. I'm kind of glad. All she doing is deflecting. She's been deflecting since we've been on this fucking panel. All deflections. I said I had a problem with being disrespected last night. I ain't had a chance to say shit. I said that she was wrong about the propane shit. I ain't had a chance to say shit on it. And she knows she's fucking wrong. Jimmy, you know you fucking wrong. You fucked up this time. You really fucked up this time. She's talking about the same old shit because she don't want to hear my opinion. She don't want to. That's what them AFWs do. They don't want to hear nobody else's opinion. They just want to give their opinion. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody can have a conversation with you. You proving that shit right now. Nobody can talk with your ass.
Nope. And all this time, y'all niggas thought it was us women.
Nobody can talk to you. Nobody can talk to you. I'm gonna talk on Friday.
Yes, she using that hard R, that ER, that nigger. We're gonna get into the nigger that she's using. Oh, you know I got you, Ray. You know I got you, Ray. Shout out to you for being in the building. Appreciate you.
Any last words, Ray?
No, you good. You good here. You good, Ray. You good, Ray. You good. Trust me. You straight. Shout out to you for being over here in the lounge.
For going at propane and trolling him and talking shit about him.
We about to get in this good conversation. I'll even drop the link for you if you want to talk.
I hate the fact that propane couldn't get up there and defend himself. Is she talking in the background still? Is that her talking?
That's what the fuck she do.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Photon, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate your time, Photon. All right.
Ron, bitch ass nigga, Ron. I got another Nikki on my hands.
Girl, bye. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop Photon show there. I think he's still live. Let me see. Yeah, he's still live. No, he's not. I don't know. I can't tell. Either way, guys, he had a pretty good show. It was interesting to say the least. Okay, but I know that Photon be taking his shit down. Okay, And before he did, I wanted to make sure that I got that conversation on recording, because it is absolutely crazy that Stargate will go around here and act like something never happened or a conversation never took place, right? She will not hear herself, and people have to remind her of the things that she says and how this seems like a very broken fucking record and how everybody seems to go through the same fucking shit. We're going to get right into these hot topics right now, y'all. Listen, child, there is so much to unpack from this conversation. But hold on a second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay, my bad, y'all. Okay, so anyway, there's so much to unpack with this situation, so much to unpack and uncover with all that is going on with this whole situation. But I think the biggest thing here and the glaring thing here for me, which for why I wanted to go live with this, is because of how many times us women have pushed back on Stargate, and we have given her pushback and told her about herself, and nobody heard us, right? It was always some narratives that were spun. It was always some extra stuff. We were the ones, we were the problem, and everything else. And slowly but surely, people have come around and started to see things, right? It always happens over a period of time. So there's been other people, right? Not just me and the women, but, you know, and some of the other women, but it's also been men in the sector, particularly when TMK was one of Stargate's biggest supporters, right? And she just turned against him because the wind was pushing that way at the time. Literally, that's what she does. If she feels like the wind or whoever she's, you know, fucking with at the moment is not fucking with this person, or at that moment, if these people don't like them, she's not going to like them either. She doesn't know how to stand on her own 10 toes and make her own decisions. She has to do things based off of what she thinks her quote unquote camp is doing, right? So she got on this side with AAS and started fucking with her. And it's been downhill since then. It was downhill before that, but it's been worse and ridiculously downhill since then. Now, I'm going to talk about something that might be very controversial between myself and Binary. I remember a few months ago, probably about a year ago now, I said that Binary was trying to turn the sector against Stargate, right? I was saying it like, you know, hey, he'll get on these panels with her and talk shit about different people and say various things about people, and Stargate will start commenting, and the people end up being mad at Star, right? And I got a lot of pushback from Binary for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that he would never do that, and that's his friend, and Stargate pushback too, and that's her friend, and they would never do this to each other. And it's possible that that might not be true, right? I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong about that. What I will say is this: it absolutely looks that way, okay? And it's been looking that way since then. Now, I'm not saying that Binary has a problem with certain people. I just think that that in particular kind of got out of hand. I think that he attempted to do that at some point. And this is my opinion. I think he attempted to do that at some point. When I pushed back and said something and everybody was like, yeah, it does look like that, that kind of stopped. And now, they're kind of just back to doing their trolling and doing what they usually do. And it fell out and it ended up blowing up in their face. Okay. And that's unfortunate for Star, because when I said that to her months ago, right, that was kind of her ticket right there to exit that whole troll gang thing. Now, I'm not saying that she couldn't have fucked with Binary. She didn't have to be on his panels, didn't have to come around, but she should have immediately stopped with the fuck shit at that moment. Because as you can see, it has been one by one, various people turning against Stargate based off of her conversations that she's having either on her own show or she's having on CodeFam. That's just it. And then those conversations end up lingering on into other panels, or she'll fall out with people on other panels. So again, Star, what you missed about that situation is the fact that you as a woman are hopping into trolling, okay, with men in this pit, with men, hopping up with other men and going back and forth with these men. If you're going to go back and forth with these men, you got to be willing to take whatever comes with that, okay? If this nigga going to come back at you and snap at you and talk the shit he does, if you're not going to come back with the same energy, then why the fuck are you in this pit to begin with? How about that? Like, the fact that I come at grown snitch the way that I fucking do is because I fucking do that shit in real life. You understand what I'm saying? I can talk to a nigga like this in his motherfucking face, okay? And it ain't nothing, and I can back that shit up. That's why I can do that shit. What I'm not going to do is talk that shit, and then when this nigga come back and talk shit, then I'm going to go cry in the corner and wonder why this nigga talking about me like that. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. If anything, that nigga's going to go cry in the corner and wonder why I'm still clapping at that nigga, okay? So it's because I'm built for shit like that, okay? You're not, and that's clear, because at the minute anybody gives you any pushback on anything, you crumble like a fucking gingerbread house. You do it every fucking time, whether it's women or whether it's men. And usually when somebody's coming for you, they're giving you constructive criticism, right? Until it turns into mudslinging after you disrespecting them and talking crazy and doing the shit that you do, okay? It's clear that you were not prepared for coming for propane the way that you did. This rapper, this person who has years and history of diss raps against people, okay? Who can write a rap in 10 minutes or less. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is that guy that you're dealing with. And it's clear you were not aware of that. It's also clear you were not prepared for that. So now that people are explaining that to you, which is what Ray Triggs attempted to do last night on Breaking Show, tried to tell you why and where you went wrong, right? This is somebody who supports you, somebody who is your friend, somebody who has had your back, somebody who has tried, to even come to your aid, even if he, heard the conversation, heard you over talking, heard you doing all that stuff. He's thinking the other people that you're going back and forth with are the problem, right? And he's coming and helping you. And now he's trying to just explain to you where this situation went wrong. He's not saying you're wrong, he's wrong, anybody's wrong. He's just telling you where it went wrong. And in him telling you where it went wrong, you do what you do classically throughout this sector. Every time anybody gives you pushback and explains anything to you where you are wrong, you snap the fuck out. You are not used to people telling you about yourself and letting you know when you're wrong. And that is dangerous, man. You have to be able to accept constructive criticism from people. That is the only way that adults learn. That is the only way that adults grow, is if they can hear the truth about themselves and actually make changes. I have to do it. Everybody has to fucking do it. Okay? But you keep pushing everybody the fuck away and throwing everybody away. Everybody such as myself, such as Ray, such as other people who have really been a friend to you. right? You keep pushing people away because you can't stand the fact that sometimes, Star, you are not right, okay? Sometimes you are fucking wrong. Wrong is two left shoes. And when niggas tell you about it, you can't take it. It like you lose your mind. Like you like something is, something just like disconnects in your head. Okay? And that is where you're running into these problems. That is why you keep running into these issues. That is why people keep knocking you the fuck out in these YouTube streets. Because you be on some bullshit. You be on some bullshit. And then you can't see your bullshit in front of you, even if somebody shows it to you. And then when somebody shows it to you, instead of you taking it and changing it or doing something new, you want to fight with the motherfuckers, you want to argue, and then you want to use racial fucking slurs, okay? That is disgusting. And I'm going to talk about that because it seems to be there are certain people that will do this. And if they're biracial, they think it's okay, right? Because, hey, my dad or my mother is Black, so, I can't be racist. That's not true, okay? There are multiple biracial people who were raised on the white side of their family, and the white side of their family teaches them hatred for Black people, okay? Even the person who slept with the Black person and got pregnant by the Black person or had a child by the Black person may still have lingering feelings of racism towards them. They just had sex, okay? And then they had a baby. And now this child is being taught this racial stuff from this side of the family. I'm not saying that happens with everybody because, again, I have a nephew that's biracial. I love his white mom, and I love his white mom's family, okay? Never had a problem with them. He's in his 20s. Never had a problem with them. Never had an issue with any of them or anything. I know plenty of biracial people who would never, ever in their life use the word nigger even to describe anything. They literally would never use that word, okay? You use that word so easily. It is so easy for you, and it rolls right off your tongue like as if it's just not a big deal. And I'm sorry, I have a problem with anybody who refuses to push back on stuff like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You just ignore stuff and just, oh, it's Stargate, so it's okay. It's not the fuck okay. Okay? I'm going to need Black people to get on the same page when it comes to how people are talking to us, how people are addressing us. There is many a thing she could have said. She did not have to use those words. She did not have to use the word nigger, period. And she didn't even use the word nigger. She said nigger. Nigger bitches. Black nigger bitches. That is not okay. And I don't know how anybody who is Black or not even Black wouldn't feel some type of way about that. I'm going to need people around here to pull up their britches, you know what I'm saying, and stop thinking like this type of conversation is okay. Not with your Black ancestors. It absolutely isn't. Not with everything that we have been through as Black people. It absolutely isn't. Not everything that we are still dealing with as Black people. It's not. Perhaps she needs to be educated better, right? Perhaps she just needs to be told the fuck off. Perhaps she just needs to be cut the fuck off. But whatever it is that's got to be done, it needs to be done because it's not acceptable at all. It doesn't matter who you are, or how you want to, to like her. The bottom line is that nigger bitch shit got to fucking go. And she know goddamn well, she know motherfucking well, she wouldn't say none of that to our motherfucking face. You understand? She know that. I don't give a fuck how much she jump up on these panels yelling and screaming for these chat niggas. At the end of the motherfucking day, she know goddamn well if niggas rolled up to her in Buffalo with that motherfucking shit, she know goddamn well she would cower off in the corner. And she knows she wouldn't fix her motherfucking crusty lips to ever say some shit like that. Her fat ass would sit right there in that chair and not even begin to open her mouth to speak like that to any of us. I know what the fuck I would do. I know what the fuck I would do if I was in her face. And I know what the fuck she wouldn't say if I was in her face. Okay? So what I'm going to need Stargate Tamara to do, right, is to remember that she's already been doxxed out here. That motherfuckers already know who the fuck and where the fuck she's at. Okay? And she needs to just fall the fuck back. No, nobody's afraid of her. Okay? Nobody is afraid of her. She needs to fall back. And she needs to stop with the nigger bitches, okay? Before we really show her what a nigger bitch will do, like real nigga shit. Before she really get a few nigger bitches at her motherfucking door, okay? Just saying. Just saying. But shout out to Ray because you got it, right? You get it. You understand. You see exactly what we have been experiencing with this woman for over a year. Some of us have been through this for 2 years, some of us longer, right? But she's always had this charm over certain men in the sector. And these men will cater to her and coddle her and, you know, oh, Star, it's okay. You're right. You are the victim. We're going to get those ladies. We're going to get those people. They shouldn't have did you like that. Oh, Star, I'm so sorry. Just to realize that all of her love bombing to you is superficial, okay? It's only there because she just wants you to support her. That's it. She wants you to agree with everything she says. This is why she literally fits in so well with anti-Afro-Sfingali and breaking the culture, okay? Because you got to go with whatever they say. Even if the truth is shown to you, even if the facts are completely different than what they're saying, you got to believe whatever they're saying, okay? And that's just it. You got to go with whatever they are saying. And if you don't, you might get your job called, right? You might get your family called. You might get doxxed. You might be called a nigger, all kinds of crazy stuff because you just simply disagree with them or because you're giving them pushback on their behavior because you're telling them, no, you're wrong in this particular situation. Or you're not even telling them they're wrong. You're just telling them why the other person went off or why this happened, right? Trying to help them see it. That was a fatal mistake that you made, Ray, that all of us women have made. We all have tried to help Star to see something a certain way. We've all been ones who, like for me, I'll give you an example of me, right? The reason why me and Stargate fell out is because she was going off every single day on Binary Show about the women of the sector. This was a couple years ago. Every single day, it was something new that she was crying about. I'm talking about complaining. This person, that person, this person's against me. That person's against me. They never loved me. They never cared about me. Or they were always against me. And I couldn't understand where that was coming from. And I asked her. I went on the panel and I asked her about it. And then she started telling me more. And I was like, well, why do you care? And her answer to me was, well, how come you're not telling them the same thing? How come you're not telling them that, they shouldn't care? And I'm like, because I'm talking to you. I don't really talk to them as much as I speak to you. And I'm just letting you know, like, why does this bother you so much that strangers you don't know are having a problem with you? Even if they are, I don't understand why it's bothering you to the point that you're losing sleep and shit over this. And she's like, no, well, T-Pre, you know what? It's up with us because if you don't understand it and you don't get it, then you know what? Then you never cared about me either. And you never loved me either. And I'm like, nah, it's not like that. I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to figure out why you're so upset. You know what I'm saying? And she couldn't answer that. She just wanted to argue and overtalk me, yell over me, scream over me, and stop me from even getting a point across. And so eventually you get frustrated with this bitch, right? And you start cussing her the fuck out. Every single person who has fallen out with Star has been through exactly that conversation that you went through today. Every single one of us have been through this. It don't make no motherfucking sense. It's sad at this point, like Keeper was saying. I'm going to get down to these comments here. Let me get over here. But it is absolutely ridiculous you know, how this goes on with her and how this constantly goes on with her. You said, glad you're catching this, T-Pre. I don't even know how to get to Photon's channel. Yeah, a lot of my loungers don't know where some of these channels are. So sometimes I'll replay shit, depending on if it's important enough or not. But that particular conversation was definitely important, and I wanted to capture that. I've got a couple of Photon's channel videos now where people can't act like they didn't say something, right? But shout out to you, Alan. And yes, I definitely had to do that. This was on on Photon's channel. And you said also AAS compared her to a garbage pail kid and called her a Stargate. And I think that's so funny because while this live was going on, right, AAS was all in the chats trying to influence the conversation like she always does, right? Oh no, this isn't his fault. This isn't Stargate's fault. This is Ray. He's been doing this all this time. He's been getting this started. He's been getting that started. Let me explain to you why AAS has a problem with Ray. She knew and she felt like Ray would eventually turn breaking the culture in them against AAS. So she's trying to divide that wedge amongst them, right? It's not necessarily an issue with Ray. She just feels like Ray will eventually call out the truth about AAS to breaking the culture, and breaking the culture would believe him. Okay. That is why she got a problem with Ray. She want to come between any relationships and any friendships that she thinks is going to expose her. Same reason why she had a problem with Let Me See Your Transcript and Nikki being friends, right? Same reason why she has a problem with Rev G being cool with anybody. She will come between anybody who she thinks will eventually expose her, okay? And that is why she got a problem with you, Ray, okay? I don't know. It could be other things too, but particularly because of that, okay? Because she knows how cool you are with breaking the culture, and she want to try to come between that, okay? Because she got to keep her minions divided. She got to make sure, you know, that y'all all are on her page, but y'all are not getting on pages together. She got to make sure that, okay? Because as long as she can do that, she can keep this dominion up that she, in her mind, thinks exists, okay? Like literally. It's sad, it's crazy, it's twisted, it's warped, but this is the mindset of this weird-ass Svengali. So, yeah, she went after Stargate multiple times and talked all types of crazy shit about Stargate. But all of a sudden, she wanted Stargate to be friends, you know, with everybody because, you know, she had an agenda behind getting Stargate to turn on certain people, Darrell in particular, and to keep her on her side of the camp and divide it against other folks. Because, you know, hey, Stargate's slow enough to actually not catch on to that. And she knows that too. She definitely knows that. You said, good idea, T-Pre. You know, these goofy guys are going to delete all these lives. And I think that is crazy that y'all niggas can't stand on y'all nuts, yo. Like, how the fuck? Like, the only reason that I have some of these videos behind members only wall and stuff like that is because I am still trying to niche down this channel, right? And I'm not trying to have all this stuff just lingering on the channel, which is keeping the channel from getting the traffic that I want to come to the channel. Right now, it's a business move, and I think it's a good move because I'm literally making fucking cash on these videos. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it's not really a big deal, but eventually I'll know when that time is up. And yes, I will be putting these videos on members only, where I'm still getting paid. It's still revenue. But I'm not about to waste my time talking shit and saying what I need to say just to private that shit. For what? What was the point of me getting up there and saying anything? I could have been doing something much more productive with my family, with my household, with my money, with whatever I got to do, than to be sitting up here just talking shit to you motherfuckers just for me to private that shit. No, I'm going to stand on what the fuck I said. I said it and I meant it. If I said it, I fucking meant it. You ain't got to like it. You could feel some type of way, go argue, go cry in the corner. It don't matter. I said it. And it'll be there for you to see it again or to read it again or whatever you're doing. But this weird shit about saying and putting these lives up and talking and then y'all want to private that shit for what? For what? That's not a troll move. That's a pussy move. Real nigga shit. Y'all need to hear that. We don't need to hear that. Shout out to Officer Pillsbury. He was saying he gonna put charges on all y'all asses to keep y'all here, keep putting them shits on private. It don't make no fucking sense. And for what? I don't understand. I promise I don't get it. Are y'all afraid that somebody's gonna get wind of what you said, right? And then push back on you? Well, why why act like you're not pussy and getting up there and saying shit in the first place if you're not willing to take what comes with it? I don't give a fuck what pushback come. Like, if niggas take shit the way that they take it, they just fucking do. Oh, fucking well. If you can't take because that's what I did with Mia Grimes, right? I was trying to get that bitch constructive criticism. I didn't disrespect her. I didn't talk all crazy to her or anything. I was just giving her constructive criticism over contacting CPS and whatnot over somebody's kids. This bitch, it went from that to this bitch putting pictures up of my family, doing this and doing that, like as if that was going to stop me from telling this bitch about herself. Like, that's the part that niggas don't get, right? Women can give, real women, mature women, we can give pushback to each other and give constructive criticism to each other without going through all these fallouts and all this bullshit and all this nonsense. We don't have to do that. Every woman doesn't have to do that, right? It seems like, there's certain people that only happens to, such as Stargate, for instance. When you give her any kind of pushback, this bitch will literally fall out, jump all over the place, cry, scream, and literally cry. I remember when she was fake crying for that TMK bullshit where she act like he was trying to hack into her computer. Y'all remember that shit? And fake tears she did, try to act like she was so scared and all this bullshit. Bitch, please. Okay? You bitch, please. Nobody want to look at your fat ass any motherfucking way. Okay? Nobody want to see all that. But either way, the bottom line is you're always acting like this fucking victim. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fucking ridiculous. But yes, these niggas be taking these lives down and acting like, they can't stand on the shit that they fucking say. If you said it, you fucking said it. The fuck? What niggas really gonna do? Like, what niggas gonna do that you can't do? That's that part. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a scary bitch. I don't know. I'll say what the fuck I want to say. Now, let's talk about this, because you're right. Gator Girl, shout out to you. You said, child, Ray gonna learn to stay in women's business, okay? Gonna learn about staying in women's business, okay? And I'm just saying, I want to give a little bit of that conversation, because there has been a handful of men. It is not every man, right? But there has, in fact, been a handful of men who every time they think that a woman is about to fall out with another woman, or they think something is happening, here they are. They will literally jump out the clouds, right? Just to say something, or just to go live and talk about it, and just to put that together, and just to be the main orchestrator behind those beefs, okay? It's a handful of y'all that do that. I think it's funny how once you're in those, those boats, right? Once you're in those spaces and you're around and navigating with these people, now these people are biting y'all niggas in the ass, right? Like real nigga shit. I'm gonna need y'all niggas to let the females handle the females' business. Like, most of the men have been pretty good about doing that. Most of the men have been pretty good about minding women's, not minding women's business, minding their business, you know what I'm saying? And not allowing themselves to be involved in these conversations about the women. They might be in the clouds. They might even put a like button. They might, whatever the case may be, but they're not getting involved. They're not directly orchestrating stuff behind the scenes. They're not directly involved in the women going back and forth. The women can handle themselves. And guess what? If them bitches can't handle themselves, them bitches need to sit the fuck down. On God, okay? Like, on God, this is not the space for you. If you are not willing to go back and forth like this sector does, right? If you're not willing to do what this sector does, sit the fuck down. Like, why the fuck you bitches even up here? Like, for real. Y'all niggas can say what y'all want. Y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all can go in the comment sections, go in the chat, whatever. But why are you purposely jumping up in conversations and talking shit and coming at people if you can't handle the fucking heat? And you need one of these niggas to get in that shit with you. Bitch, you need to have several seats. And that's whoever that woman is. And that's facts. Women can handle women. Men can handle men, right? Women can handle women. Women do not need niggas getting in their motherfucking shit. That's just period. If that bitch is that fucking weak, she need to sit the fuck down. Real nigga shit. Because guess what? What she's gonna get is your ass ether too. And that's just what it is. Okay? Because the bitches that these bitches go up against ain't scared of you niggas. That's facts. Okay? I mean, I think most of y'all niggas know that shit about the pre by now. Okay? But shout out to y'all. Let me go ahead and get to this super chat. Shout out to Shakim Ra for the super chat. You said for D Darrell's cheap fun. You know what, Shakim, you ain't shit, but I do truly appreciate the super chat from you. Let me go ahead and get into the rest of the comments here. Let's see here. I was down here and then I ended up going up. Okay, so I'm just getting to the juicy comments because a lot of y'all are just speaking to each other. You said, I remember the women were going through this with Stargate for a year. Everybody was saying we were just being mean girls. Men don't understand until you're having this type of conversation with Stargate. That was something that even TMK had to see, right? Because there was a time where he really thought Stargate could do no wrong, right? You know, and the women are coming at her. The women are, you know, we're all giving her a hard time and everybody's doing her so wrong until you disagree with her one time. That's all it takes. All it takes is for you to just disagree with something she said or give her pushback on something she's done. And that bitch will go all the way off on you. And not only go off, she will cut you off. She will keep talking over you, screaming over you to the point where you don't even want to scream. You don't want to lose your voice trying to talk over this girl and trying to yell and stuff, especially if you got your own platform. Shit, like me, I will go on my own platform when I ain't got to be yelled at. I ain't got to be screamed at. I ain't got to jump up and down. I ain't got to be interrupted or none of that. And I'm going to get everything I say out and get paid at the same goddamn time. And that's just what it is. No, we were not mean girls. Nobody was coming for her. Nobody did her wrong. No, it was Stargate's bullshit. Okay. Now breaking the culture. Let me tell you about yourself. Okay. While you jumped out the window with that quote unquote mean girls bullshit, right? While you, all the women in the sector, they're so mean and they picking on me and they're coming. And yes, Stargate, I feel so sorry for you because I'm going through this too. And, you know, it's because we're light skinned. That's why, you know, and all this bullshit, right? Now you done got this bitch on your panel. All right. And this bitch is coming for all these other motherfuckers, right? This bitch, you got her on your panel. And this bitch is coming for all these other people, right? Other niggas that you fuck with. The same ways that she was coming for all the women that you claim you don't fuck with. Now what you got to say, Breaking? Is it Stargate's? Is it her fault? Is it the women? Is it Ray's fault? You know, because he's wrong? Like, which one is it for this? Are you going to give her any pushback on her bullshit this time? Or is it you know, she's the innocent one again, right? Everybody's picking at her. Everybody's coming for her. I'd love to hear how you respond to that. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that because you had a lot to say about the women, right? When, you know, Stargate was saying these very same things about the women. Now, Ray Triggs, your best friend, is in that same boat. What you got to say about that? I'm just interested on how that is because a lot of this pushback not only came from you, but came from people over in that area, right? You know, the women, you know, we are just doing her so wrong. And oh my God, poor Stargate. Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Now what y'all got to say? Because she did this man the same way. Okay? When all he did was give her pushback on her own behavior. That was it. That's all the women have done as well. But it's amazing when the shoe is on the other foot, you know what I mean? Or depending on who wearing that shoe, how the sector will react to some shit then. Interesting, ain't it? Very, very interesting. You said she never wrong, okay? Never fucking wrong. It don't make no goddamn sense. Don't make no sense. You said yelling and not letting people talk does not change points. And for some reason, she thinks that if she screams long enough, yells loud enough, right, that somehow that's going to change, you know, the truth. Okay, like even Breaking the Culture does that. She thinks if she talks over you enough or yells loud enough, that's going to change the facts, right? I don't have to yell and scream. I could just show videos of you talking about these things. I could just go and talk, talk on my platform and show interviews with other people, right? Like I can do shit like that. I don't have to argue and jump up and down. Believe me, I'm dark skinned. Believe me. I don't have to do any of that shit. I could just show what the fuck you said out your mouth. Like literally, okay? But that's what y'all think. Y'all think if y'all scream and holler and yell loud enough, and you show your light skin enough, that somehow that is going to somehow get you over the edge with people. There's a lot of light-skinned women in this sector, by the way, which is something that I told you, Breaking the Culture, a long time ago. It's a lot of light-skinned women, okay? But they're not using their skin tone first, okay? They don't have to because they're using their brains, okay? If you have brains and beauty, it doesn't fucking matter. And you being light-skinned doesn't make you beautiful. Okay. And, there could be there's dark-skinned women that are beautiful. There's light-skinned women that are beautiful. That's irrelevant. But the point is, you can't act like, that is the reason why people are coming for you, because it wasn't. It was never the reason. It was because Stargate was on some bullshit and you took her side and then used that as a reason. That was why. That's what happened. And that's why y'all both in the fuck you boat right now. Both of y'all bitches are over there. Y'all might have a couple of people, a couple of trolls, and a couple of people that quote unquote support you, right? But trust me, sweetheart, when that shit turns, y'all gonna see when that tide turns what the fuck happens with shit like that. You said, I blame, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, Shakim. You said, I blame Ms. Ray Ray for being in women's business. I do too. I think that Ray should have been much better in not being in the women's business, but it is what it is. And I hope he learned his lesson. And I did drop the link for Ray if he wanted to talk about it. He's welcome to come up and talk. I'm not going to argue with him, but he is welcome to come up and talk without being interrupted on what happened. 50-year-old children child was crying at that shit. He said, it's the same thing over and over and over. And she will talk about it his forever and ever. Exactly. It'll always be, she's forever a victim, as she always has been all this time. What's up, Code Fam? Hope you get your girl. You said AMS started messing with Starbait because of me. You said she sounds like a broken record. Definitely does. It's amazing how she be saying the same things, over and over about everybody. You were never my friend. You never liked me. You never wanted anything good for me. And it's always because I just simply gave you a disagreement, sweetheart. Like, that shit is really dangerous, that she does not think it's normal for people to tell her about herself. Like, she could just do whatever she wants and nobody ever says anything. Like, girl, that is weird. That is real weird. I don't know who allowed that in her life, but child, that was real weird. Yep, she was using that ER real hard, okay? Nigger bitches, okay? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You said Triggs has been one of her biggest supporters. She runs everyone away, doesn't she? Everybody, anybody who has supported her, defrauding myself, anybody that has supported that girl, she has acted like this with. Everybody. It don't matter who it is. Like, even me and mine. Everybody. Anybody that she's acted like this with, she's fallen out with, it's been because of her. Like, literally. You said, okay, Eyes. You said, hey, Eyes, I've been missing your lives in the morning. I have been too. You said, wow, she's getting that from her family. Probably a natural racist. And that's exactly what I was thinking, right? That some of these people are raised in families, even though they're quote unquote biracial, they are raised on the racist side of the family. Just because somebody white in their family slept with somebody black does not mean that family is not racist. Do you understand? And it especially does not mean that the person who slept with the black person isn't racist either. They very well may be. They just happen to have a baby with a black person, and they will treat that person as their white, and they will pass them as white, and they will teach them white supremacist ways, okay? And they grow up that way, they're trained that way, and this is the way they think. They're all over the place. So somebody telling me they're biracial, don't mean shit. That does not mean that you fuck with my kind. And that's just that. And it comes out sometimes in the conversation that some of these people in this sector are having. Not everybody who's biracial, because again, like I said, I got a nephew that's biracial, okay? But it is a lot of those type that are around, just saying. So while we getting all this pushback from people about biracials, you need to understand there's a different dynamic to that, okay? And yeah, we notice those types of things, and we have no problem speaking on it. And that's just that. And nobody got to like that. Yep, it was crazy slander. It was really fucking crazy. He said, nah, Starbait said black nigga bitches. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, my opinion? I appreciate you being in the building. He said, hey to the pre. He said, Star, damn shame, right? He said, how is that everybody trying to control her? Nobody's trying to control Star. That's the funny part about it, right? Nobody's trying to control her. Nobody tried to control Star. But Star thinks that she can be controlled. And that is because she can. Okay, like literally, Star feels like she can be controlled because she can. Okay, because some people have, right? Not everybody, but there are influences that will influence Star to do things a certain way. Now, for me, I'm gonna run with my motherfucking beat of my own motherfucking drum. If I feel like I feel this way today, I might talk about it. You might not like it, and we moving the fuck on. Ain't nobody got to pay me. Ain't nobody got to motivate me or none of that. This is how I feel, right? You know, when it come out my mouth, it's because that's how the fuck I feel. Like, on God, that's just it. It ain't nobody else feeling that way or none of that. With Stargate, you don't really know because one day she say one thing, the next day, if the wind turns this way and a couple dollars come through, she might say something different. I mean, let's just be real because that's what she's been doing, honestly. Now, I'm not saying that Stargate has projected the same types of pain on people that people like Breaking the Culture have done or other people have done. I don't think so. I do think that there is some other factors involved too, like cognitive factors involved as well. And I think that's clear when you hear her long enough. But I also think that in some ways she knows what she's doing, right? She definitely knows that there is some a level of manipulation with some of this, okay? But yeah, as far as that control, nobody's trying to control her. You know, I'm not saying nobody, but the people she's talking about are not trying to control her, okay? She just literally does not want to be told about herself. And when you try to tell her about herself, she can't take it. She doesn't understand that and doesn't get that this whole trolling idea, you know, she should not be in it, okay? Like, and then she has the loudest voice. That's the part. Like, Binary and them might say something, but she's out there now and just loud, right? And think there's not going to be any pushback on that. Like, she just get to say what she want, and that's just the end of it. Girl, bye. And she better hope T don't whoop that motherfucking ass on these YouTube streets, honey, because she went off on Photon if Stargate don't remember. Okay, she might want to remember what the fuck happened while she out here mentioning T in all these conversations. And Ray, yep, I got it. He says she's using that hard R. What the fuck? Okay, just saying, don't make no sense. Either a lot of Creoles are adamant that they are not black. Yep, there's a whole lot of Creoles that will tell you they're not black at all, even if they almost as dark as me, right? If they hair fine and they got all this shit, honey, they will act like they are not black people. And I'm not saying all, I'm just saying there's a lot. And she's definitely Creole. He said, oh, now, Triggs, understand that AFWs don't like anyone who disagrees with them, okay? That's what I'm saying. They cannot stand anybody to give them any kind of pushback on anything. They just can't take it. I don't know. They can't handle it. It's something about, you know, somebody telling them about themselves that they just can't get it. They can't take that. And it's crazy. What's up, Germ on the board? I appreciate you being in the building. I haven't seen you in a long time. What's happening to Speak Easy out here? Telling bitches about they self. Truly appreciate my brother being in the building. Shout out to you. You said, woo child, this a lot. Okay. Y'all kill me with that woo child shit. You said, hello to anyone that I may have missed. And you said they knew T-Pre, that at T-Pre did that care. It was funny because it wasn't happening to them. Right, right, right. I agree. I think they knew too. I think a lot of them knew and didn't care. And it was all kiki, laugh, laugh until they started going through it with that bitch. And now everybody's like, well, damn, like, I'm sorry. I can't believe it. And it's crazy. It's crazy. You said, are we being played or is this just a little kerfuffle? No, I think a lot of times people think that these things that happen, like they even thought what happened with me and Shakim, or they even think what happened with me and Breaking the Culture was scripted, and it was not, y'all. This is not scripted stuff. This shit is authentic. Like, I really think these fallouts and these kerfuffles are authentic kerfuffles. I do not see these things as scripted. I don't. I just don't. You said I didn't care. Yeah, I knew what you meant. You said I didn't know Star was a biracial. Even if she is, she makes it as black on the scales. Yep, she is biracial. But a lot of like Vici said, there's a lot of Creoles that will act like they're not black, or they'll use black when it's convenient, right? Like when they're in certain spaces or when they're talking about certain things. But once, their true colors end up coming out, when they have a real conversation or when certain things start coming up. Yeah, their true colors will come out. So, yeah, she definitely looked black to me too, but child, she don't think she is, clearly. He said, hey, the beautiful Bernice and Keeper. He said, Divine 7, they trying to play the sector. This shit is basic. There's only one kerfuffle and everyone knows it. He said, I see someone still obsessed with biracial people. Who? Is that me? I know you ain't talking about me. He said, what you going to do about it? This came out of left field. Well, for me, but I hear you. You said it was the woman we're jealous narrative. All right. We were all jealous of her. Everybody wanted to be a bird brain like her. Everybody wanted to be light skinned like her. I don't know. Everybody wanted to be fat and lonely like her. Everybody wanted to have random strangers from the internet and meeting her every so often, and fucking her and then leaving her. I don't know what we were jealous of, but that was this narrative that she painted to this sector, and some of these men fell for it, and they just ran with that shit. Everybody's jealous. They're jealous. They're jealous of you. You're jealous. They're jealous, and nobody's jealous of this bitch. Like, there's nothing to be jealous of. She don't have anything that any of us can't achieve or don't already have. Like, the real nigga shit. He said, I see someone still in their feelings. Don't blame me because I'm a black man. You know what, y'all? He said the women really hate T-shirts. Right. That's what it was. It was the pink T-shirts that all the women hated, right? And we were all jealous of that pink T-shirt. And that is the reason why, we all hate her and she has all these problems because we are just jealous of her. But now y'all can see. He said, I think I'm going to get me some fried chicken today. I'm in South Carolina. You know what? He said, Vici, I actually hate T-shirts. Okay. What's up, Mikey? Appreciate you being in the building. You said, right, Clark. You said, Clark. You said, Vici, Clark. You said, slander guy, get the Carolina pulled pork, okay? If you going to get anything, go get that shit. You said, hey, to let me see your transcript. You said, Vici, let me wear my Pink Panther shirt in peace, okay? He said, you can't leave Kentucky. Oh, shots fired. He said, Divine, you said, knowledge cool. I'll see what's up. You said, hey, Riz, I appreciate you being in the building. Impeach Stargate. Fire. Shit. What's up? You said, what's up to Divine? You said, Binary is a master of confusion and illusions. You know it. I done told Binary this multiple times. He said, Divine 7, pink. He said, laughing my ass off. I'm coming to Orange County next. Oh, no. He said, these wiggers obsessed with black culture, weed, and prison don't make you one of us. Okay, that's true. He said, but didn't you say black people would live better in prison? No, he didn't say that. He actually was saying that some black men who have experienced poverty and face like real dilemmas in the hood and real dilemmas in life, actually their lives have been preserved longer in prison because if they're out of prison, they're facing other situations that could cause their demise much sooner. I think it's time for us to put that bullshit right there to rest and to understand what Alan really meant about Black people. And let's talk about the truth about things that have actually been said and what he really means by that. Because that's what he means, right? Let's keep it a bean. Are there Black men that are being mowed down in the streets daily? Do I agree that they should be in prison? No. Do I think that prison is a better place for them? Absolutely not. But I can agree that there have been some Black men who are in prison and have lived longer because they're in prison. And if they were out of prison, they would be facing some of this shit that would have caused their demise much sooner. Is that a lie? Is that a lie? I mean, let's think about it. Like, we can argue all day and talk shit all day, but at the end of the day, that is true. That is a true fact. What's up, sexy toy lady? Appreciate you. You said, what's that got to do with biracials in prison? You said, toy lady, somebody gets drunk off of apple juice and forgets what they say. What's up, Bruce Perkins? You said, oh boy, that AAS got to be a hypnotist because these people out of whack and be screaming her name. Okay. You said, slander, call your dad. He probably want to hear. You know what, y'all? You know what, y'all? You said T Pri is talking that shit. You know it. You said okay, y'all. All right. Oh God. Exactly. Peach and Stargate. You said, hey, sexy toy lady. You said she uses that word with conviction. But the problem is that she has been doing it for months and nobody checked her. Thank you. We've been trying to talk about this shit for months. Like, oh, and y'all just like, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no big deal. She's calling all of us niggers, and, we're all Black, but it's okay, So what? It's okay. I'm just going to overlook it because this person doesn't agree with them. So I got to be popular amongst all these trolls. So, I got to go along with the get along in order for things to be okay for me. I don't want anybody to dox me. I don't want anybody to talk shit about me. So I'm just going to agree with everything y'all say and everything y'all do. And I'm not going to go over in that chat room and be seen over there because I don't want you to talk about me. So if you call me a nigger and if you call them a nigger, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with it. I'm all right with it. Because as long as you're not talking about my family, as long as you don't find out who I am okay with that. And that's exactly how these weak motherfuckers in this sector look, that refuse to push back on the bullshit from this bitch. That's how y'all look. Y'all look weak. Whether you like it, don't like it, whether you mad at the Pri for saying it or not, y'all niggas look weak for not pushing back on that bitch for that. That's facts. She should not be able to run around this sector calling anybody a nigger. Period. I don't care who or what your background is, what it don't matter. That should never come out anybody's mouth. Even a white person is in my chat disagreeing with this bullshit. Even a white person is pushing back on this bullshit right now. Okay? Multiple white people are. Okay? So, no, it's not okay. It's absolutely not okay. But it's ridiculous when the white people will push back more than the Black people over calling people niggers. Is something wrong with y'all? Like, are y'all that lonely and that desperate for friendship, quote unquote, friendship online, that you're willing to allow busted bitches like this to call you a nigger or anybody a nigger? And it doesn't affect you. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't move you. Something is wrong. You need to look in the mirror and figure out why that doesn't bother you. That should absolutely bother you. Now, I'm not saying that you got to get all out of character. You got to jump up and down and scream and make 80 videos on her. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a little pushback, it goes a long way, right? And letting motherfuckers know, nah, that shit ain't cool, goes a long way. This shit could have been nipped in the bud if the right people had pushed back at her. But nobody wanted to push back. They're giving her the floor and they're giving her this and it's okay. And oh, poor Star. And that's why she's comfortable calling y'all niggers. She ain't calling me a nigger. She ain't calling me a nigger. She calling y'all niggas. Okay? That's facts. That's facts. But yeah, when are y'all going to stop being weaklings and start pushing back on these dusty bitches for this bullshit? That's facts. Shout out to Bruce Perkins. He said, remember, Alan, you... Okay, never mind. You said she... Okay. Yeah, and she don't use hard ERs, though. You said she don't say it. Okay. He said, look at her. We know that type. Cooning for friendships with invisible trolls. If you need AAS to accept you, you, my friend, are destitute. O-N-K. Okay, I'm just saying. You said, hey, to let me see your transcript. You said, wow, Alan. Hold on. What did I miss, y'all? The fuck? Oh, God. Woo, it is hot in this fucking chat, man. It is hot in this chat. You know I fuck with both of y'all, man. You say you didn't mean to hurt his feelings. Yeah, that's a good question. Why are people doxing people's mothers? What does the mom and grandmother and grandfather have to do with you not liking somebody? Are y'all niggas that pussy? Like, y'all can't just roast each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could roast any of y'all. I ain't gotta roast your kids. I ain't gotta roast your mom. I ain't gotta roast your dad. I ain't gotta roast your grandparents. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. I'm not pussy. You understand what I'm saying? I could just roast you, right? Or fight you, like whatever you want. You understand what I'm saying? But I ain't got to bring your family into it. That shit is so pussy. It make y'all niggas look like bitches. It really fucking do. Y'all don't have to like that shit. So what you gonna do about it? Nope, not me, not my style. Good. And I don't recall Slander God being one that doxes. As a matter of fact, when I had posted Deacon Young's picture, ugly ass, monkey looking ass picture on my motherfucking avatar, and I was in Slander's chat, that nigga tie me out, man. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Slander God? I said, hold on a minute. God damn it. First of all, I got this picture from your panel when that nigga accidentally cammed up on your shit. But just to his defense, I've never recalled Slander God actually doxing anybody. Now, has he hosted people that have doxed people? Yes. I've also hosted people that have doxed people, right? But that doesn't mean I'm responsible for what they've done. And I think a lot of this stuff that y'all just be pushing back on each other over be simply over other people and what other people are saying. And y'all just end up, you say this, you say that, then you throw mud. Next thing you know, y'all niggas just going back and forth. And if you pull the smoke screens back, y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all arguing about. Facts. You said, I'm sipping. Can you play that propane diss song? Yeah, I'll try to find it real quick. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how well it's going to play. I hate when I try to play stuff on here. Sometimes I'm on my laptop, and sometimes this laptop lags when I'm on YouTube and on StreamYard at the same time. But yeah, we're going to try to get that for y'all. Because that song was, man, he ethered the fuck out that bitch, child. Ciao. Okay, it's right here. So let me go ahead and play it. Bear with me just a moment. Hold on, y'all. It's catching up. Let's see if it plays. Everybody hit the like button. There's like 60 of y'all in the clouds. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Well, oh no, that's 45 of y'all in the clouds. Make sure y'all hit the like button, guys.
I tried to tell her. Man, fuck Jimmy Gaze. I swear I love the sector, but fuck Stargate. I love y'all women, can't believe that this bitch tried to compare me to Lemon. Fuck building bridges, you need to find a man and entertaining married niggas. Oh, Stargate, you
Hold on, y'all. That shit's still buffering.
so awful. Building all these bridges just to get thrown off them. But since you stepped up from the area, I spray pesticide all on your planetarium. Oh yeah, you're this on the carry.
I ain't about to do that, y'all. I promise y'all I will put a link to it in my description box. I am not about to keep doing that shit because this should be irritating me when it starts buffering like that. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, shout out to Propane. That was a hell of a diss song. He definitely ethered that chick over that. But honey, I'm just saying, there's no rules of engagement when it comes to that. Okay, like this is a fucking diss. If you can't take the fucking heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Why the fuck are you up here on this panel full of niggas going back and forth and you the loudest one just for you to cry about the results later? Like, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody about to cater to you bitches. And that's facts. What's up, Miss Murph? I appreciate you being back in the building. You said, how you going to get triggered and you a whole ghost? Some ninjas can't hide they skirt, okay? You said, not acceptable how she even fixed her mouth to say such things. Okay, it's not acceptable at all. At all. You said, now you're upset. What you going to do about it? You said, so where did you see my mom slander? You said, photon DNA, one word, okay? You said, you said, around what? You know what, y'all? Come on. You said, thanks, Pri and Riz. I ain't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. You said, shout out to the lounge. We lit. We always lit in the lounge, honey. Make sure all 48 of y'all hit the like button or the dislike. It doesn't matter as long as you are engaging. Also, leave a comment and share the show as well. You said, Alan, anytime, bro. You said, sure, Slander, that's pretty creepy to be that obsessed with one person. You said, max them out, T-Pre, okay? You said, hit the like, y'all. Everybody hit that damn like button. You said, laughing my ass off. She popped up on timeline. What you going to do about it? You said, how you know what popped up on your timelines was my mother? I do agree with that because, you know, people can say somebody, you know, he never said that's his mom. That's just what somebody else said is his mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it was, I mean, I don't know how you would honestly feel, Slander, if somebody posted your mom, right? Just because you disagree with them over something. Like, you know, are we arguing over this? This is stupid, honestly, because who cares, right? You know, none of us are going to go check on anybody's mother. But why is his mom, even if it's not his mom or is his mom, why are we celebrating somebody's mom being posted on the internet? You know, we're adults. We're not kids. Well, why are we doing that? That's the part I don't understand. You said, I'm going to go live later. Come through and provide your evidence. You said, LOL. You said, you look just her. What you going to do about it? And now I'm blocked. Okay. You said, so you decided I look like someone whose picture that popped up on your timeline? Okay. You said, weak-ass generic YouTube logo avatar algorithm whore that stay privatizing and deleting lives after disparaging others they don't know or even met online. Facts, Antonio Barnes. Appreciate you being in the building. You said, name names. No, Knowledge TV. No. You said, blocked or not, the link works. And that's true. You can be blocked in the chat, but the link fucking works unless he actually bans you from the room. So Slander, stay in messy women's business too. You said Slander's mother was a messy woman. Oh Lord. You said on non-monetized channels with a consistent lack of people donating through super chats or Cash App. You said, eyes, whose business do I be in? You said, stop it, Slander. You, what the fuck you be doing Bro, okay, Slander, you know, goddamn well, you be in the middle of us bitches going back and forth too. You don't necessarily like jump in and orchestrate the beefs, but you most definitely be there. You said, what you going to do about it? I haven't beefed with half of the women here. No, you haven't. You're not beefing with the women, but when the women are beefing, man. You said you don't beef, Slander. You just all in tea and mess, and you know everything. Okay. You said peace to AB. You said in binary loves when she says nigger bitches too. You know what? He don't push back on her for saying it, and that's an issue, Code Fam. You don't push back on her for using those terms. You don't, and you'll even find an excuse for why it's okay. She found an excuse for why it's okay, and y'all was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." Like, yeah, you can call us niggers whenever you feel like it. You said, "Speak on it, eyes. Whose business do I be in?" And then you gave me the super chat. Appreciate that. You said, Riz, it's funny though. Code Fam said that. You said they are up here to be entertained. Obviously, it's their variant of entertaining distraction and bemusement. T Pre. Mm-hmm. Pathetic as usual, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. You said, I guess. You said, salute to Alan. And you said, look at Pri and Shakem piecing it up. You said that part. Let me see your transcript. You said, Code Fam, you're the only one who can put her in her place at this point, bro. Mm-hmm. He is. He said, slander, that's big sis. You know it. You know it. That's little bro. He said, Riz Star is her own woman. Well, child, I mean, code, bro. I mean, the nigger part, I think you can push back on her. She can be her own woman, but if she's her own woman, then you would have left her to fend for herself when it came to the propane situation, right? You jumped out the window and defended her over the propane situation. So if she's her own woman, then you would allow her to defend herself as well, right? But if you're going to defend her and love her enough to defend her, then you should love her enough to push back on her too and tell her, what's up with this nigger shit? It's not like you're not a black man binary, right? So why wouldn't you push back on her for saying and calling people niggers? Not nigga, niggers. I'm going to need you to say something about that, Code. Like real nigga shit. He said, Antonio's laughing. I said, Stargate new home will be with Slander Ave. Oh, child. He said, speaking of hoes, why you scared the box culture now? So let me talk about that, because culture was the one that said she didn't want to box eyes. That happened behind the scenes. That's something y'all don't know. So nobody's scared the box culture. That is a myth and a lie that Breaking the Culture came up with. No. Breaking the Culture never wanted to fight that girl. And she particularly said that in particular to me, that she doesn't really want to fight her, you know, especially without it being controlled and without there being referees. And she had all kinds of stipulations on it. And, you know, like Eyes was like, okay, well, you know, how about fuck all that? How about I just knock you the fuck out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you come outside, we can go ahead and get this cracking. And Breaking the Culture didn't want to. She didn't want to. So, yeah, that's not the case. While you guys are pushing narratives because you can't stand that somebody pushes back at you, you don't understand the facts. Okay. He said Wesley putting pin light stripe in her place. Hilarious. He said Shakim and T Pre. He said Eyes new. He said already know Shakim. He said Code Fam, dang, LOL. You said Antonio Barnes. That's a fact. You said the biracial coalition ain't going to be happy till we wearing purple and eating fried chicken. Okay. You said LOL slander. See, there you go. Why would I be scared? My legs are strong. I would never be scared. Stop it. I said I need 5,000. Yeah, there was supposed to be money that was supposed to be put up and sponsoring this, and nothing ever happened. Yeah. Literally, Breaking the Culture did not want to fight that girl. She didn't. He said, I did see Ray Triggs try to build a bridge between Star and Propane. And I seen that too. I think that's what him and Breaking the Culture was trying to do last night. I think Breaking reached out to Star and Ray Triggs reached out to Propane. and they were trying to kind of bring them together and have a conversation, right? It would have been nice to see them piece it up. But Stargate, what Breakin' and them don't understand, and Ray now understands, is that Stargate never has intentions of piecing up anything with anybody. Once you give her any pushback on herself, it's up for the rest of your life. That's just how that bitch is, okay? Even if, she really is wrong, she's just going to never accept any responsibility for anything she does, and she's just literally going to allow herself to fall on her sword and die on her sword no matter what. I actually fuck with some bitches like that, right? Bitches that will fall on their sword and it's just what the fuck it is, and whether they wrong or not, they'll do that. I can fuck with that in certain capacities, but not all the time, right? Not all the time. Just it's appropriate sometimes, but definitely not all the time. You said interesting that Star wasn't her own woman yesterday. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Like, Code Fam, I need you to explain that. How is it that you literally went off in your show? I was there, and going off on propane and trying to protect Star when Star's her own woman, right? She should have been able to protect herself. You didn't have to say anything. Yeah, that's why she said that, because you didn't have to say anything. You chose to jump out the window and protect Star in that situation. But when it comes down to Star calling people bitches, niggers, right? And low-class black niggers, you have nothing to say about that because she's, quote unquote, her own woman. Nah, bro. Nah, black man. I need you to say something about that. You said, nah, I think you said what you 75% black or some shit like that. Yeah, bro. I need you to say something about that. You said, nigga, ain't doing that. Views are nothing on Wesley's channel without Penlight Stripe coming on the panel, yapping like a chihuahua on a Bolivian cocaine binge. Yo, Antonio be having the funniest riddles, yo. That shit is hilarious. You said, nigga ain't doing that. Views are nothing on Wesley's channel without Penlight Stripe coming on the panel, yapping about like a chihuahua on a Bolivian cocaine binge. Yo, shout out to Antonio fucking Barnes for that fucking shit right there. He says, eyes, but you called her out and wanted all the smoke. Okay, I already explained that. You said Antonio Barnes, dang. Slander, no, the fuck I didn't. LV asked me if I would box Breakin', and I said yes for the right amount of money, which is $5,000, and it was $5,000 or more. And yeah, she ain't want to smoke. Clorox bleach. She says Stargate can drink me. You know what, Clorox? I'm gonna kick your ass, Clorox. No. Hey, that's not what we're doing. You said, hey, T-Pre, Miss and Loungers. What did I roll up on? What Stargate do now? Child. Same shit she been doing all this goddamn time. You said you call that support, okay? Impeach Stargate. Impeach that ass. You said, why would anyone in this sector come for you because you light-skinned or be jealous? That's just stupid, right? Like, it's so high school. It's so childish, and it just sounds so junior high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dumb. You said, I'm a mean girl adjacent, right? You said, Code Fam, did you see that I said we got beef because you had us looking a pile of poop for over an hour? He said, in my Shakim voice, he said, all shit, giving people my mythical titles for a totally frivolous topic of discussion. Block is dangerous. You said, hold on, y'all. You said, Miss Murph, my bad for jacking the same name. He said, Stargate supports first-degree murder as long as the woman claims she was abused. 100. Okay, I'm just saying. It's okay then. You said that's how supposedly grown adults become Nicktoon characters on YouTube. Hey, Glow, I appreciate you being in the building. You said, hey, Miss T-Pre and chat. You said, for no money. Okay, that's the part. These niggas just be doing their shit for no goddamn money. You said ran Godfather away twice, okay? Now she running the rest of the niggas out off the scene. And that's just what it is. And as soon as y'all niggas push back, she gonna turn on you niggas too. You said AB at AB, a lot of people that Svengali recruits is to go at me are pretty destitute. You said CoFam HQ. You said slave master and mistresses had plenty of offspring with black slaves. Facts. Just because a racist sleeps with a black person and has a baby does not automatically make them non-racist, okay? There was a whole lot of masters having babies on their slave plantations. A whole lot, okay? They had a lot of mulatto children, okay, that were working in the big house, okay, and that were working on the porch, all right? They might not have been in the field because they were master's child, right? And some of them were in the field even as master's child, okay? So, yeah, I need people to keep that shit in mind while, you know, we got people out here who claim not to be racist, but calling people Blackfoot hoes and black big lit black bitches and all that shit, but then say, oh, well, my husband is a black man, or, oh, well, I'm fucking a black man, so I can't be racist. No. I'm gonna need y'all to push back on these light-skinned bitches, right? Who claim to be light-skinned and who claim they're biracial and claim they're this and claim that they're that, but they're using racist tones. They're using racist words, like, period. Like, even when I said that about QT, right? I had told y'all about a blog or a Discord that was revealed to me that she was specifically saying about me. And it had been multiple times, not just in the past couple of months. It was multiple times over a period of time that she was using these racial slurs against me and other women in the sector, right? And I had said this, and everybody's like, no way, QT, no way, she wouldn't do that. And QT's telling y'all, yeah, that black nigger bitch, that black bitch, that big black lip busted hoe, that monkey, that bitch, she's using all these racial slurs in y'all face. And you're still like, no way, no, she can't be, because she fucking a black man. There's no way. The bitch even told y'all when I mentioned it, right? And said the shit, she told y'all, and this bitch live in California. This bitch said the first thing she did when she got up was look for me to post what she said. I never said I was going to post it, but she was so afraid that I was actually going to post it. That's what she was looking for it. But if she never said it and it never happened, why would she be looking for it, right? See, I don't have to look for something I know I never said. I know I never did. And then turn around and say it openly to y'all, because some of y'all coons will never push back on somebody calling you a nigger or somebody calling you out your name or somebody calling you a Blackfoot monkey. You would never have a problem with that. And that's a problem with you. That's an issue. That's an issue. So that's facts. And shout out to you for that. You said, don't see how Andrea Michelle Stewart recruits remedial ass monkeys to do obsessively dumb shit for $20 to $40 hour, $40 cash apps. Okay, $20 and whatnot. Broke ass bitches. You said, I don't get it. Facts. What's up, Mikey? And you said, Alan, you know, you don't have to be somebody to have a bedroom session. I was telling my man I hate him all last night. He loved it. Okay, child. You said this is not the 20s, 60s. You think reasonable people would detest that phrase today and side-eye the person, people using it. Exactly. Anybody, even if you like them, right? Even if you think they could do no wrong and they can make you a good pot of greens. And if a bitch is saying nigger to another black woman, if a bitch is calling another black woman nigger and calling her big lip Blackfoot nigger, what more do you need for you to understand something is wrong with this person? Just because they're fucking a black man doesn't make them non-racist. Like, do you understand that? You don't get it, do you? Okay. There's some people that really don't get it. They really don't. Shout out to Keeper. You said, Alan, you know, you don't have to like somebody to have a good bedroom session. I was telling my man I hate him all last night. He loved it. You said it be like that sometimes, Mikey, right? All right, so that was Mikey that be saying that. You said, LOL, Alan, the more hateful I got, the deeper he went. Child, I hate you, nigga. Black Abe, you were never blocked. You were timed out for posting that woman's name in my chat, even though because I wasn't beefing with her, right? I was just giving constructive criticism as women are able to do. Real women are able to do. That don't mean we beefing and now we trying to throw shots and it's the men jumping out the window. Yeah, she's throwing shots. Yeah, we got a cat fight. Yeah, no. There are women that can speak to other women. We can connect with those women spiritually. We can see that those women are trying to do something different. And we need you niggas to stay out of it. That's why I timed you out. But I didn't block you. Okay? I ain't block you because you know you my boy. But I damn sure timed your ass out. You're not blocked. And I told your ass that. Shit. You said, on some real talk, Miss T. Pre, I'm not starting anything. I wish you and Shock and Raw exclusives really should have a conversation, forgive each other, and restore your friendship. Facts. I think that's on the way. That's my bro. You know, I support him. He supports me. He watches the show. You see, he sent me a couple super chats today. As a matter of fact, I think there's another one. Oh, Alan, I appreciate this super chat, the $20. You said, get on your Cash App, trolls. All y'all yapping and no paying, not paying. Okay. Shout out to Alan. I truly appreciate that super chat. But yeah, I think we good. You know, I think it's just, you know, it takes time to get around some stuff. There was a lot of stuff that was said and a lot of things that happened between us that, you know, I think we're now getting to the bottom of and getting some understanding on. But, you know, it takes time. And I got time. I got patience as well. So it is what it is. But again, shout out to all of y'all for the super chats. Truly appreciate it. You said, Ray Kids didn't bust a grape when it came to Svengalis. Trust me, this is all a sham. The trolls don't want to be exposed. They most definitely don't. And there was a time when Flock and Ghost TC was about to start revealing some of these trolls. They actually had revealed some of them. He was doing it on a platform called the Rumble. But I don't think Ghost has that channel no more. I don't know. I haven't seen anything posted to it in probably over a year. So I don't think he has that channel anymore. But they were definitely starting to expose some of the trolls around here. And then, you know, all of a sudden, every time somebody's about to get exposed, it's just always a bunch of chaos that ends up ensuing, right? Like, for instance, this week, AAS got exposed, right? And now everybody's fighting, right? Here goes Stargate being sent to go fight, right? And all this other stuff. It don't make no sense. It really don't. What's up, Karma52? You said peace again, T-Pre and chat. You said Black Abe in here. Always. Black Abe's always in here. You said slander, I got unblocked. You were never blocked, okay? You said glow, glow. You said, hey, the beautiful Bernice. You said some people just don't get out their own damn way, okay? They be in their own fucking way. It don't make no sense. You say Stargate is the fuggliest Creole I've seen. Ciao. I don't think Stargate's ugly. I just think her personality doesn't help how she looks, like real shit. You said y'all was jealous when she wore the Smoke Gang t-shirt. Okay, we were all jealous of that Smoke Gang t-shirt. You're right. You're right. We all wanted to look as out of shape as she did. He said, no ass, round body. Okay. You said, why would we be jealous of a Oompa Loompa with no waistline? Okay, child. Okay. I'm just saying. He said, niggas ain't into big boobs. Okay. He said, hey, talking shit about Pinlight Stripe. That's what Icy Tears Jonte was jerking off to and wanted to catch that next flight to go hit. Nigga asked Pinlight Stripe if she was thick. You know what, y'all? Nigga wanted to know. Y'all don't ever forget any fucking thing around here, do y'all? You said Slander was in jail last year when you were away. You said, hey, the keeper. You said, hey, the keeper. Everybody's saying, hey, the keeper. Hold on, let me get down here. All right. Everybody said, hey, the keeper. Hey, Glorion. Karma52. You said, I didn't see you there. Hey, Knowledge TV. He said, "How come Slander don't like you, Alan?" I don't get why they're beefing at all. I think it's just, like I said, I think people just take sides around here and jump on bandwagons, and then when the other person jumps off the bandwagon and the other people are gone, some people are still just beefing, and they don't even know why the fuck they beefing for real. He said, Star said she got headbutted by one of two of the dudes she dated in 6 to 10 years. She said he broke her door down and headbutted her, then had makeup intercourse. She needs to drink. Yo, Clorox bleach. So I did hear something about this, something like this. And then I also heard her say that she only slept with 2 dudes in like 4 years or some shit. And, Star. Oh, girl. You should have just kept that to yourself. You said, hey, keeper. He said, hey, love, glow. You said, eyes. Alan don't like me. I just responded. Okay. You said, eyes, because I'm a black man. He hates his daddy too. Okay. You said, hey, Antonio Barnes, is that really you? Because you have a troll. That's the real Barnes. That's the real one. He said, Lord Allen, SMH. Child. He said, now that's a fact. Mm-hmm. He said, Slander is a black Elvis. He said, 100. He said, hey, the keeper. He said, eyes, do you still hate Hispanic people? He said, when did she ever say that? Come on, bro. He said, we all have ancestors that have been abused by that term, the nerve. Exactly. Even white people have ancestors that have been abused by that term, nigger. Okay? Like, I don't understand why that does not bother you. It should most definitely bother you. It's not okay. And again, if you are feeling like you want to be accepted that bad, that you're willing to just sit around and just say, oh, yeah, this is okay. It's all right to call certain people niggers, and it's okay to use that. It's not okay. Like, period. I don't give a fuck how much you like this person. I don't give a fuck how much. No, there ain't enough money in the world to offer me to remain friends with a motherfucker like that. That's motherfucking facts. I ain't that desperate for friends. It ain't that goddamn deep. You say, hey, Karma 52, and yeah, I know, Glorion. It makes me proud to know I can create digitized YouTube sons and daughters of all ethnicities that vie for my attention for no money and waste time and effort on. Okay, they're in. He said, Keeper. He said, Antonio. He said, she didn't call Lennon Honor a nigger bitch. Interesting to say the least. Huh? How about that? Even though she said on the panel, on Breaking's panel last night, she said, yeah, I gave him pushback. I gave Lennon pushback on his bullshit because she was trying to tell the Speakeasy that. Speakeasy was trying to tell her, like, what the fuck is you talking about? And she was like, well, I did give Lennon pushback on his shit too. But she never came out her mouth and called him no nigger bitch. Never called him no black, broke nigger bitch. No, them words never came out her mouth. Never came out her mouth. He said, how do I hate Hispanic people? Because I said AAS walked from Mexico. My maternal side came from Venezuela, though. Why you scared to show your face is the question. Or are you fine or ugly, my guy? How about that? Okay. Because Eyes never said she hated Hispanic people. But now I got a question for you, Slander. Are you pushing narratives for AAS? Is that what you're doing? Because that was a narrative that AAS came up with. I'm just wondering. You said, I appreciate the love YouTube avatar logo pog pussies give me every day. Okay. You said, eyes, Andrea Michelle Stewart is a melanated Hispanic speaking woman. And she does speak Spanish. If you guys look at the provider directory, let's pull that up again. Because I want you guys to see that. I'm not saying that, you got to be Spanish to do that. I'm just saying you don't have to be Spanish to speak Spanish, but it's just funny. It's just funny because there's a whole lot of other people in here who don't speak Spanish. So I mean, I think that may be possibly a thing if Andrea. I think that may be a possible thing, Let me share my screen. Yeah, we're going to look at the languages that she speaks real quick. All right, let's go to find her. We know we're at this one. We're at this one and that one. There she is. So yeah, guys, she speaks English and Spanish. And again, this is her provider directory, right? 124 East 30th Street in National City, California. She does family therapy, group therapy, individual therapy, outpatient. She works for the South Side. She is open enrollment right now. Yes. And these are the ages that she deals with. It's Andrea Stewart. This is her NPI number for those of you who are still looking for that. And these are her languages. And this was updated as of September 23rd, 2022 for the Optum directory. This is the Optum San Diego directory, okay, which is basically a directory of providers in the San Diego area. Let me show you guys that so you guys know. County of San Diego Behavioral Health Services Provider Directory, okay? So she's in there, and it does show the languages that she speaks and the NPI number. So, yep. Definitely a Hispanic speaking woman. You said no eyes. It was the beans and rice eater comment, but okay. And send me 820 and I got you. Okay, well, yeah. You said she pretends horribly to be a neuromelanated brown pigmented individual. You said, but her mother's maiden name is Dela Cruz, though. Yes, that is a fact. And there's some other information that I have been trying to substantiate right now before I release it. But I do know that there are family members, I'll say that, named Dela Cruz. Okay. But yeah, we'll go there on another day. We'll definitely talk about that at another time. There is definitely going to be another sector bomb with accessible information on AAS. You said, what about beans and rice? That's African. And we know Africans were in Mexico before those colonizers. Facts. How about that? Let's get into, those types of things. You said, makes sense. You said, slander, you should not, beans and rice is African, bro. And is. Have you ever been to an African restaurant? I got one down the street from my house. And guess, honey, they got all types of rice and beans in that motherfucker. So, yeah, I'm not sure what you thought. But we're going to have to stop pushing AAS narratives around here. Either you fuck with AAS and you want some snake shit, or you don't at this point. You say, yeah, the Almec, Toltec, Zoltec, Narcas all were neuromelanated, brown, pigmented people. Hold on, let me go here. Hold on. Shout out to Conscious TV. You said Lambo, propane. You said eyes, slander, ashamed to cam up, sucks to be him. And Miss Merv, oh. You said, eyes, it's okay. You bash Mexican people because you thought you found AAS. Just stand on it. Okay, well, I don't think she did that. And I don't think the sector agrees with that either. What's up to the wolf? What's up to the wolf? Where Wolf at? I don't see him in here. I don't know where he's at. But either way, shout out to Wolf. Shout out to Wolf. You said, damn, LOL. You said, oh, that must have been when I was trying to play his song. You said, what you going to do about it? Stop calling me and father long dick niggas and I'll cam up. Okay. You said, yeah, Alan, I agree with slander simp. You said, I don't care what you think, slander. You are twisted, a hidden soul that is a troll. Sad case. I could say more about your zesty behavior, but I will leave alone, my love. Right, though. You said that was really forward and weird for you to do. You said, AB, you know how them biracials get. You said, wait, I got to go play that one. I saw he posted. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Child, it was fire. He ethered Stargate out this motherfucker. Ethered that bitch. That's why she upset, because she's not used to getting that type of pushback in this sector. She's not used to that. Not from men. She's used to it from the women, and she's been able to manipulate the men into believing that she's the victim. And some of the women she's been able to manipulate too. But that's no longer the case, and she's mad about that. You said, Slander, when you get on Photon panel, you sound like a fruit fan sucking up the photon. So stop it. He said, your race is human being. You can't be multiple races of people. He said, AB, you and I ain't gonna agree about the race thing, bro. He said, huh? You said, you do know race is synonymous with species, Alan. You said, no T Priest. Slander is a little kid. These are the kind of biracial trolls they send into black spaces. Yeah, I have to say that there's definitely plants that are put in specific spaces. I know that there has always been plants in this space. Always. Since the beginning of this sector, there's always been plants put over here. And like I said, Smoke God spoke a little about it. There was definitely some deals on the table. There were some organizations that were behind it, and they definitely planted specific people in this place and specifically go for blacks disparaging blacks. And y'all just falling for it, like for real. Y'all falling for it. So any other creature of Earth, do they have a race divided on pigmentation? I think so. I think white people have different pigments. I think Hispanic people have different pigments as well. You said, AB, look, we can discuss it on my page. Yeah. You said you can say multi-ethnic or bi-ethnic. Okay. Okay. I understand what you're saying. You said hit the Cash App, Slander, since you got so much to say in Pre's chat. I agree with that. Let me go ahead and put my Cash App over here for you niggas. Go ahead and put my Cash App over here. $sign T Pre 43, y'all. Y'all want to talk up in here, talk shit and everything? Hit that Cash App. How about that? He said, a nationality is just a pronoun for a place or location that can be name changed at any time. He said, for example, if Mexico changed the name, its nation to Amazet, I don't know what that means. What happens to Mexican people? Better yet, if we start talking about how the shapes of each continent are actually connected, and if you put them in one continent, lift the ice shelves and talk about how the Kai or the Earth is supposed to really look, then you'll talk about Aboriginal people, right? And talk about where they came from and how they were here, how those artifacts that were supposed to be in quote unquote Africa are actually in the Grand Canyon, right? How the Atlantis, where Atlanta and the Bermuda Triangle is all in one space and what those all mean. We can get into scientific stuff. We can get into, tech and what all that means to black skin. Okay. Like what all that means, when we're talking about quote unquote nationalities and race and all this other bullshit that white supremacists have used to divide us. Right. And have lied to us about, and how the earth and those things have shifted just based off of the things that have happened in the earth, right? The pollution and other things. There's many things that have happened that have caused certain divisions and why we are where we are now. But we can get into some deep conversations. But shout out to the Smoke God. I'm actually going to put a link to his video in my description box on that. And I'm going to put a link to Shakim's videos on that as well. He was talking about the Anunnakis. He was talking about the aliens, black aliens. Like, these are things that, I don't give a fuck if niggas think that shit's crazy. There's things that black people need to wake up to and understand who you are, what you are, and why you're here, and how you got here, right? And how the earth is like it is now. We can talk about these things, and for those that want to, and I'd like to talk about it one day, even on my channel, but I'm gonna let those men cook and put that on, put a video link to their videos in my description box, so you guys can listen to it from them. They were definitely talking some gems. I'm just going to skip over some of these comments here. You said, eyes, don't feed the trolls. He's full already. Okay. You said trolls can never be full because they don't exist. Okay. And I'm skipping over some of these comments here. You said just adults with reprobate behavior with a fictional excuse for the sake of being entertained. Facts. True. You said, LOL, Alan. You said, it's okay. At least some get paid for it. But in this topic of discussion block, they love to do it for free. Okay, it don't make no sense. He said Stargate hadn't fallen on swords in 6+ years though. She's falling on that bitch now because ain't nobody else fucking with her. He said, yeah, and most of these fictional creatures are cheap. Okay, child, just saying. He said, pay attention. The troll said it's funny. I'm paying attention. I'm looking at all of this shit. I'm just letting everybody else see it. He said, Antonio Barnes, how life going, my boy? All that trolling 3 years straight. You got some money yet? What's up, Flock? Appreciate you being in the building. He said, Flocko, it's time for us to hit the court, man. Ciao. Flocko gang. Shout out to Flock. He said, why slander trying to take your audience? LOL, he's live. I really don't give a fuck if he's live. He said, what's happening, my man, Poetic Flocko? His people going to go watch his show. That's what's going to happen. Just like when Photon was live, half of his audience came over here. They definitely did. You said Clorox bleach is savage. Child, you know Clorox is 100% savage. You said, what you going to do about it all day? Clorox is one of my favorites, though. And Whistleblower is one of my favorites as well. He said AAS and Harmonium got sued. Child! I love my loungers. I love my fucking loungers. I love my loungers, okay? Because y'all be having the gems. I told you she was with Harmonium, right? And I knew about that, and I didn't want people to go down that list. But I was curious about why she wasn't working for them anymore, because she had a really good job with them. She had a really good job with Harmonium. AAS did. So I was wondering why she would go from such a prestigious position to what she's doing now. It doesn't make sense if she's, most people try to progress in their career. They don't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not understanding until now. Now I can look this shit up, and I will be getting back to you guys in regards to that. You said Aurelio Rodriguez for civil rights, sued by someone named Aurelio Rodriguez. Okay. Let me make a note of that. Make a note of that real quick. Take a screenshot of this. Guys, bear with me just a moment, because I don't want to forget that. When I got time, I'm surely going to go look at that. Thank you kindly, Whistleblower. Truly, truly appreciate all my loungers. What's happening, Lance Christopher? Appreciate you being in the building. And yep, y'all can cash app a bitch. $ TPRE43. You said correct. I'm glad that y'all know this stuff. I was trying to see why. It really was baffling me why she wasn't working for this place anymore. Because again, that was a really good job she had. And they're still in existence and doing very well. It's a nonprofit organization. They're still in existence and doing very well. So, man, y'all been sitting on that information. Y'all must have talked about it because you heard me talking about it this morning. He says, can someone tell me when exactly did Europe become a continent? Child. Well, we can talk about that. He said, I was sent here by Minister Jack. Who? Peace, DC. What's up, Defraud? And I appreciate you being in the building. You said, what's good, Alan? You said facts. You said Defrauding, and you said San Diego County. Okay. Thank you very much. I will be looking into that. And this has got to be accessible information, because it wouldn't be something that is like related to family or, children or anything like that. So this got to be something I can look up. So I will be doing a little bit of research. I do have some time today. I will be doing some research on this, and we might be live again tonight with an additional AAS sector bombs and, some accessible information day. Okay. We'll see what happens. If I have time if I can make the time and if I can do that. But Rodriguez versus Harmonium Inc. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get into this, child, because I was wondering. I'm telling you, say, Antonio, how you be knowing everything, child. I was wondering, Whistleblower, But yes, honey, let's get it popping. You said 12-7. Let me see. Look at y'all. Look at my niggas, yo. Look at my peoples. Look at y'all. I got the date. I got the name. Ciao. AAS. AAS. It's going down, honey. We about to get this accessible information popping, okay? Since everybody wants to access everybody's information, we're going to go ahead and access this information. Now, again, like I said, I may go live tonight, or I may in fact go live tomorrow morning in regards to this. But either way, we're going to go ahead and look into all of this information, okay? And we're going to find the fuck out what's up. Since AAS want to be out here looking up niggas, you know, and they traffic tickets, right? And talking about people's traffic tickets and talking about people's, you know, wives and what they may or may not have done 20 plus years ago, right? We're going to talk about this bitch and what happened with her, because she was working from Optimum. She started working there in 2011. So somewhere around there. So I'm going to go, and I'm not Optimum, Harmonium, around 2011 or so. So what I'm going to do is just do this research. I'm going to take my little time, roll me up a little bud, do my little time, and, you know, take my little time, look up in there, all of this, honey. And it's about to go down. Okay. Yes, it's about to go down. Oh, look at you with the link. Look at you with the link. Let me get over here. Hold on. Let me play y'all a nice quick timer, because, honey, I think we about to look at this right now, okay? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to play a timer real quick. Let me play this quick timer, and then we're going to look into this, guys, because I can't resist. Y'all sit back, because we about to do this. I got time today. All right, guys. Okay, listen. So I definitely do have this. I need to look through this though, because this is a lot of information. Okay. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. Shout out to Riz Lyricist and everybody else in the who has given me this information. Definitely appreciate it, guys. But this is a lot. There's a lot of documents that I need to look through, and a lot of things I need to download. And there's a lot of minutes on this. But there is, in fact, a case against Harmonium, okay, in San Diego Superior Courts. And this case was last updated on July 10th, 2021. And I will look further into this, and I will get back to you guys in regards to this, okay? But in fact, there is a case against Rodriguez versus Harmonium, Inc., and Anti-Afro Svengali most definitely worked for Harmonium. What I'm going to show you guys first, though, is that she did, in fact, work for Harmonium. So let me look that up real quick for you guys. Hold on 1 second. Because there was a... Hold on, guys. Yeah, here it is right here. All right, let me share this screen. All right, so this is the County of San Diego Behavioral Health Services Transition Age Youth Status Report and Recommendations for 2010 through 2011. Now, what I'm going to do right now is click Control F, right? And I'm going to put in Andrea. And look what pops up. Andrea Stewart, Harmonium, Inc. So she most definitely worked for this company back in the 2010 and 2011 area. So this was done July 1st, 2011. And she was, in fact, a person that worked for this company. Now, let's go ahead and find a little bit more information, because there was more information. So bear with me just a moment. I'm trying to figure out where it was. I know it's on this page. I know it's on here. I just want to find it. Let me do Control F again. Okay. So, no, it was more than this. So this might not have been the page then. Hold on, guys, because it was on a chart. She was on this chart that was listed, and it listed her name. It listed the position she had at the company. Okay, so this isn't the one. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me find it real quick. Because again, I want you guys to see what I saw. I might just have to find it and come back when I do come back after looking over these court records. Okay. I know there's another court hearing also on her. There was another person that sued her. I don't know quite for. But either way, guys, I'm going to get all of this information, gather all of this information up, and I will get back to you guys in regards to it. I just don't want to, I don't want to present this without, looking through it and, actually having, actual information on it. I need to look at this and confirm it. Y'all know that I like to do that. I want to make sure things are in fact confirmed. Okay. So yes, I do know for a fact that she was working for Harmonium. I had looked at her on a listing where she was working for them. There was a phone number and all kinds of stuff. There was a fax number, all that stuff when she was working for them and what her title was at the company. And there's still a listing out there with that, but it's not, obviously it's out of date. But I will find that. And once I find that, I will get that to you guys. Because like I said, there's so much accessible information on AAS that you can look up and just go down kind of these rabbit holes of places she's been, things that she's done, and people she knows as well, or people that know her. And we'll just go ahead and do all of that shit. You said, I'm a Sagittarius. We lit. I love me some Sags, some Sagittarius. You said, take that. Okay. Ciao. You said the records are in full on Trellis, Riz. Okay. Whistleblower, if you have a link to that, if you can give that to me or send me an email at lovinglife7842@gmail.com. Send me that and I will most definitely present. You said 10-4. You said Divine. And you said nigga like 300 plus pounds now working his way to have the next TV spot or my 600. You know what, y'all. You said, hey, Riz. You said Keeper 116. I saw you said hi earlier. Was at the dentist. Oh, okay. Okay. You said Riz Sag here. Okay, y'all both Sag. That's what's up. That's why I fuck with y'all. You said her name is in the lawsuit with a co-defendant named Doug Rice. I assume that was her real life lapdog. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to get into all the hot tea. We'll catch the replay. Okay, honey, I appreciate you coming in. You said she got fired for violating someone's civil rights. Okay, we're going to look into all of it. We're going to confirm and verify all of that shit, okay? And it'll probably be this evening. I just got to look it over, okay, and you know, and confirm it. And as long as I don't have anything else to do, I will go live and talk about it. If not, I'll definitely do that for the morning opinion tomorrow. You said, man, y'all don't even know the half. AMS been dragged into court for stalking. What? And harassment twice. Alan, send me that. Send me all of that because we're going to release all of that shit today. We're going to put all of that together and look it over and talk about it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to start looking it up. You just tell me what county it's in, right? And I'll look for that shit. You said someone tried to get a protective order against her. Wow. While she on here talking about everybody else. But we're going to go ahead and uncover her protected, accessible information. You said poor Triggs, though. You said Clark year. You said I'm looking up Trellis right now. A lot of cases on the 7th, KF December. SMH, sheesh. She needs to be dragged back into court. Mm-hmm. Okay. You said, is that the Arthur J. Tandy case? Wait a minute. What is going on here? Listen, y'all. This is crazy. You said Michi X did. What? Right, Darrell. Like, I'm looking at this like, what? My child. You said all of this is in San Diego County. Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I needed to know. That is all a bitch needed to know. You said hush, star, hush. Child, listen, it's about to get hot in the fucking lounge, okay? You said, does anyone think she could act normal in real life? No. I absolutely don't. Well, honey, what I'm about to do is get up out of here, okay? Because I got some research to do. And I'm certainly going to be looking all up in San Diego County today in regards to these court cases that y'all are talking about. I'm also going to look into this Harmonium, Rodriguez versus Harmonium case. I'm going to figure out why, what has happened. And we are going to get deep into all of this, okay? Let me find out she got all these cases against her. Let me find out she got all these cases against her, honey. Let's find out. She got a lot of skeletons. He says, Steph Collins, that's why she's a shut-in on YouTube. She ain't fit for society. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into all this good tea, honey. But listen, I truly appreciate all of y'all for being in the building. Make sure that you guys do hit the like button on the way out. I truly appreciate the super chats from Shakim Ra as well as from Alan Logic. Truly appreciate that. You said she does. And you said, Alan, child, we about to get into all this heat today. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, if I can really dig into it, I'm definitely going to get back to y'all. It might be a late night show. It might be an early morning show. I don't know. But we are definitely going to get into this. Guys, I will talk to you guys later. I always appreciate all of you for coming in. And guys, hit that like button on the way out. Talk to you guys later. Peace, guys. right, guys, listen up. KKC is actually going live in a couple of minutes. He says, breaking news, there is a sector secret exposed. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but make sure y'all go over to KKC. He is currently live right now.
All over the place, but
oh no, he premieres in 26 minutes.
I was married
but
for
it says receipts
10
of
years.
a Mad Black 304 receipt show special. Okay, so child, I don't know what you about to be talking about, but I'm about to go on over there. Oh, it's ooh. All right. Well, listen, honey, we're gonna go ahead and go over and look and see what he said. While we doing that, I'll be definitely doing this research. I will talk to y'all later. Peace, guys. Talk to you guys soon.